so fast, all tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay to run my life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I don't fly this in ages, and I've no more patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. You're stronger.
Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. 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 You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the sky.
Do do do. Hi hi. I'm your goddess Nazca here with Truckleman, who's not working today.
Because we're snowed in.
What the? So what's Skin say?
Oh, Loco.
Hello, what's going on? Hi, Loco. We're trapped inside our house.
Yeah, we got about 6 inches of snow outside, and I basically said I'm not working tonight.
You're not going to drive a truck into the death of snow.
Alright, so we are going to play Final Fantasy Remake.
Yeah.
I click on the right one, right?
Yes.
I don't know, because you got that one down there.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
I played with the mods a little bit again. Only for some people.
The naked mod turned off, right?
It's not a naked mod, it's just a shirtless mod this time. I am a woman of culture. So that's what it did! The textures! What the fuck?
Why'd you fuck up? What did you...
That's hilarious!
Mods, yes.
Okay, that looks bad.
Well, you got Lulu for this stream.
I don't know what's good. It's because the Sephiroth enemy model is supposed to be shirtless, and it did this. I don't know why the naked Sephiroth model doesn't do weird textures to my playable Sephiroth, but everything else just gives weird textures to my Sephiroth. Come on, Sailor Mars, what are we doing again?
Yes, side mission.
Enjoy yourselves.
Okay, so follow the green. Get out of my way. Looks so weird.
All the items you could want, straight from the plate. No matter
out
your
inside the
needs or
building.
your budget, our wide selection of items is guaranteed to satisfy.
No one disrespects me, bitch.
My eyes are
We've got
burning.
anything and everything you could possibly be looking for.
I know the colors are weird. It's so weird.
You want the break or fix it, or?
Yeah, it's bothering me. Give us a minute.
Alright, that's the game.
I know.
'Cause then I gotta click on the...
Let me save so I don't have to run all the way back here. Yeah, that looks bad. That looks bad.
I gotta click
Let me switch mods a bit. Oh, how do I quit? How do I quit? System. Quit. There. Yeah. Let me fix that.
I'll be right back.
Blah 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 blah.
again.
Okay, yeah, I picked a different mod for Sephiroth, so hopefully the textures won't be as egregious. Darn, I did really want to see Sephiroth, shirtless Sephiroth though.
It looked like he skinned someone and put him on himself.
And then I don't even know what was going on with the bottom coat part, the tails of the coat. Okay, let's see what this looks like.
It looks like shit. I'm gonna smack you.
It can't look as bad as that one, okay?
Sure.
I'm sure.
All the items you want, straight
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
it's normal.
All right, let's go.
Holy shit, it's just normal. Awesome.
You a lover? You a fighter? No
Okay.
worries. We've got anything and everything you could possibly be looking for.
Hey there, Tifa. Welcome back.
Oh, is this
And
weirdo
you,
again?
the new merc in town looking for work, right?
Yeah.
In that
Okay,
case,
well-
maybe you could do something about the Doom Rats? Them and their were-rat buddies have been tearing up town, looking for food and
What
whatnot.
are these
Got into
names?
the store and made one
Doom
hell of a
Rat,
mess. Let me tell you.
Were-Wat.
Oh, you think that's funny, do you?
Just normal rats in New York City.
I saw you crack a smile. Well,
Dude,
do
what
the
were-
job
what
and
were
you
they
can
called?
Laugh it up for all I care.
Dude, remember
And
the Joker
they're
movie?
probably nesting in the
Oh
outskirts.
yeah, this new.
Now I've
super
heard
rats.
a were-rat in pain will call its friends for help.
That one
The whole
scene.
rat pack will come
That
running
one
just
scene
like
in
that.
the Joker movie, I will never forget. They were talking, they had like a little backstory with like super rats and stuff, and I think it was Batman and his parents just got killed, and he was all like, no, and sad and stuff, and in the background you see these giant rats running, and I just busted out laughing. That was just so funny.
All the items you can want, straight from the plate.
All right,
No matter
look
your
up-
needs or your budget
Yeah.
or what.
You'll
Satisfied.
see it on your little ticker up there.
I'm trying to figure out which way the ticker
Everything
wants
you
me to
could
tick.
possibly be
See
looking
right
for.
there?
Yeah, I think I do.
The new Loveless.
I think it's getting shorter. No, it's getting long
Oh,
again.
it's going to the bar.
No, it's going to whatever this is. It's a
Oh.
hole! Into the hole! Yeah. You! Squeakers! Prepare
They're
to
nothing.
die with squeaking!
At least.
That's that.
Oh, that was cool. Okay, I'm just gonna treat it like bats, I guess.
See ya.
Bitch, don't steal my kill. No one told you to steal my
Don't see any
kill.
Doom rats around.
Man, Sailor Mars,
What do
you
you
are
think?
fucking annoying.
Should we wait? You know, this might be a waste of time. Let's head back to the store and touch base for now.
Why, I didn't find the mice that he was looking for?
Holes.
Whores.
I mean, this is a normal day in New York City, so it's no big deal.
I want Sephiroth to go in my hole.
Like,
Nothing.
Hey, this looks like
Oh, hello.
another mission to do.
Hello, hello! Oh,
That's
what do we have here?
huge, yeah.
I'm guessing you're that merc I've heard so much about.
How'd
You're
you
not here
hear
to
about
shop,
me?
are you? People were right. You look like you can handle yourself. So some drakes have made themselves at home in the abandoned Talager factory. Can't have that kind of trouble around here. My regulars will do anything to get their hands on the scrap in there, and if they run into those drakes, they could get hurt.
I'll handle it.
Much obliged, sir. Head on over to the old Talager factory and talk to Narjan. He's the watchman guarding the entrance. Good luck. I'm counting on you, my friend.
You're not my friend. I don't even know you, but I'll look and see what you got for sale. Anyway, we got a lot of nothing. I don't want your stinky potions. Wait, why is there a 1 there? Is this free? Why? You know what? Go away. Just go away.
I should go to the store and finish that one mission.
I'm going.
A backseat gaming over here.
Yeah, bish,
Yeesh.
bish,
Yeesh.
bish.
No way.
Now,
stuff you can't.
A friend of mine's in his about you.
Is that counting down?
All the items you can want,
this.
straight from the place. No matter your needs or your budget.
Well,
Hey.
rats too much to handle?
What?
I'm just messing with you. Heard you took out some were-rats, which is nice and all, but the job was to wipe out the doom rats.
Well, where
No
the
biggie.
fuck are
Get back out there
they?
and finish the job, and we're good. Don't
Bitch.
look so glum. It's only a matter of time till they show. You'll get them this time for sure.
Yeah, that guy's so. Oh, I hate this guy. I hate this guy. It's like he feels like, hey, look, here's some. These doom rats for you.
More than a little.
No, they're just regular rats.
My husband decided to go to the
Bitch, get him away. Where am I? Get him away.
Just saying they're gonna step up. I hear you sell
Weird
swords.
guys.
Good luck with the new.
Why is it not going down?
You're not close enough.
Take a picture, why don't you?
Get him away.
Don't you just love
Ah, barrel. It's over here.
It's a bar.
This thing.
And here we are. You must be tired.
Same
Oh,
as
wait.
you, I guess.
Wait.
Could use a little something to take the edge off,
Wait,
right?
what?
How
That screw
about a
up?
refreshing cocktail made by yours truly that you can sit back and savor?
Now.
Tifa.
Yeah, I'm feeling it a bit too.
What the fuck's
Hey,
your problem?
Do you think you'll stick around a little longer?
Maybe. Work for a minute. Build up
Oh,
some
I see
savings.
some weird textures on his
I see.
legs.
In that case, want to head back out and look for more gigs?
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
trying to
why
do
not?
that. I thought this was one. Oh yeah, I got weird textures on my legs. That's where the weird is. Well, at least most of it's normal.
Must have threatened his life or something.
Oh yeah, you go to the factory where you save one douchebag life. Turn around.
Now the thing's going down this way. Okay, it's going back up again. Oh, I just went in a circle.
Time now.
Yay! My spirit animal is Zorro.
I swear, there's charcoal to do.
What's this way?
Shops on
Where am I?
stock goods you won't find in reputable.
Sure sounds like it.
I'm so confused about the layout of this place.
He said he was leaving town.
Why is it not going down? Damn it! Okay, it's going to, wait.
You were just there.
Wait, I see a thingy! Hold on. Thingy. I see a thingy. My stupidity has purpose. I can't even go. Why? Who put this table in my way? Make me go the long way around again. Bullshit.
You literally doubled the time this game had needed.
Shut up!
Town.
I don't know how to get to places.
Look at map.
I am looking at the map. I'm
Don't even care.
confused.
Reactor blew up.
No, you can't play.
Don't you just love it? Wish I could dry my clothes and clean our
Where
air.
am I going?
You got something
Go
to
in
say?
the direction.
But it's not here now.
Give me the controller. I'm
No.
looking at map.
No. No.
Holy throw shit at you.
No.
Tally of Monster
figure
Slaying
it.
has been updated.
I found this
Got
person.
numbers for Monster
You
Slaying
don't need
this
that
month.
person. You're
Check
going
'em out.
literally the fucking direction.
Why is there no path?
Gotta admit.
Literally waiting.
Where am I? I don't know how to get there. Fine, get me there. Fine.
Look, map right there. Path. Woo.
What? How'd you do that?
Oh, it tells you.
I didn't know you could do that.
I hear you sell swords.
I didn't know you could do that. How'd you do that?
I hit
Next item on the
triangle, I think.
Ow.
There's all the missions.
Well, go talk to that then. Here, okay, give me that. Okay,
Come on,
I can
guys.
see now. Hello, little kid. I am here to do a thing.
there. Is Marlene with you?
No.
Oh,
We killed her.
I was kind of hoping she could help me find my friends.
I know someone who can help you. This guy right here.
Really? Okay, let me tell you all about them.
I
They have
hate
long
cats.
arms and legs, and they're a little skinny. They like places where there's food, and nice people will give them treats.
Just
when
say
they
they're
ask.
fucking cats, you
let's
dumbass
face it.
kid.
Oh yeah, and they're all cats.
Retarded.
I'm looking for cats.
They're friendly, so if you call them, they'll come running. All three
I
of
was
them.
never this
Find my
retarded. I knew what the
friends,
fuck a
please.
cat was.
Here's my question: is everything's dirty around here? She's got the cleanest shirt in the entire area. How is that possible?
You're right. This kid's not normal. Yeah, everyone looks like shit and she's all like bright and vibrant. What the hell?
What's the source of all life? The life stream, right? What's a life stream?
What is this conversation in the background?
Where are you going, please?
I don't know, just in case I find something. Why would it let me go up here if there was nothing up here? Don't wave at me.
I still can't believe that nice young girl who lived next door ran off and...
I try to find cats now.
I think you gotta select the mission and then finish it.
Really?
Yeah,
No!
Did you hear that just now? I think one of Betty's cats might be nearby.
See? I told you!
That's simple.
Cat!
There's no guarantee it'll help her get a high-paying job.
Hello, kitty. You let me poke you and then you run away? What the heck? Kitty, why?
Have you ever tried saving money?
Which way did it go?
Have you ever heard the phrase living hand to mouth?
Or was that going back home? Did I poke it and it goes home? Is that what happened?
If the planet's a
You
living
gotta
being,
select a
learning
I
mission.
don't think so because I just did a mission. Hello. Oh yeah, you guys.
Hey, the area
I don't think the cats just sit there and tell you where they are.
Factory's off limits. Drakes have been spotted inside. Huh? Wait a minute. Tifa? Don't tell me you're here to take care of those things. Are you?
Yes.
In that case, be my guest. We believe there's at least 2 groups lurking somewhere
Also, why
inside
you
the
think
factory.
her?
Find and cull them all.
Sheesh.
Oh, the music changed.
I got a kill, thanks. Huzzah! Ooh, stuff. Why does this area look familiar?
That thing I played it.
Huh?
I think I played this up to this point on the PS4 version of the game.
No, 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 that's not why it looks familiar. I feel like I've been here in Crisis Core. I'm having gameception. Yeah, let me in. I want the shiny thing back there! What the half?
I think I go through the whole factory.
Shiny? No, it's just a green light. You fool me, green light! Where are you even coming from? Oh, that. How dare you!
Drive down the forks left.
Eh? Eh? Do what?
That.
What? No, what was being said?
Where is
What?
it?
I know, but I don't get it.
Oh yeah, you gotta go down by the forks.
Oh, hello. Stuff!
Seriously?
Oh, thankies! I don't know why it scared me.
Here we go.
The gorge! The gorges! The gorgaborgles! Bitch, get away from my kills! Bitch, get away from my kills! When I say I'm gonna kill something, I'm gonna kill it! I know Sailor Mars! Bitch! Bitch, stop killing my shit! Hey, mine! My kill! My kill! Shoot! 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 How come you stole my level up? Fuck you!
guys like level up together?
No, I don't think so. Hey, let me look.
You level up something.
I forgot to use in dodge roll. Oh wait, I can get rid of this stupid item. Because I'm done with that one mission. Hold on. Hold on. Which one was it? Is this. I don't want this shit. Deadly dodge. Ooh, should I get auto cure?
Yeah, I do auto cure.
That might help my life, actually. Okay, I got dodgies and I got cures. Sounds good. I don't use magic really anyway.
My bad. What?
Say,
what?
Why? You complain at me when I do that, and yet when you do...
I put my elbow up to my ear like that and hit it.
Stop. Where am I? Hello?
You just killed shit there.
Oh. What am I doing?
Not enough focus to it.
No! I focus when I'm in silence. I can't focus and talk at the same time, because then my brain's all over the place. Oh shit! Stop!
See ya.
You bitch! Here, you hit me! Get down here. You! Get down! You! Get down!
This won't take long.
Hey! Don't shoot at me! Get down!
No holding back. Enough.
Pussy thing.
See ya. You're
Wait,
good at this.
I just realized I think these creepy things were the picture that was used in the monster AI talking thingy. For whatever reason, I'm getting suggested like tentacles and weird monster shit on my my AI app. I don't know why. Birdies!
Let's end this quick.
Get down here! Oh, I can come up here! Yay! I can fly! Whee! Flying! It'd be nice if you jumped more often. I didn't know you could do that. Why don't you do that more? Bitch.
Nothing to it.
Would you go away? Taking my kills. What the hell? Shiny things. Don't trust you.
Locked up tight.
I don't know why I have to push and hold it. That is such an annoying mechanic. There was no need for that. Should just be enough just to click it. But seriously, why do I have to sit there and push and hold it? Ground. Bangies! Ah! What the fuck? Get off me! Help! Help! Get off! This is not sexy! Okay, bitch, help. Help. Bitch! Bitch! You can sit there and do nothing.
Here we go. Enough. See ya. It's over. See ya.
I helped you, but you didn't help me. Fucking Sailor Barb. Get down here.
It's over. That it?
Then you go out that door there. Get that one shiny.
Oh, shiny.
I think that's where it's at.
Shiny. Boxes. Shiny! Gimme. See these boxes. Num num.
Yeah.
Num num. No num 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 num.
Num on your face.
No, it was on my chest. Hey, look, wait. There we go.
Just take a seat.
Disgusting.
Yeah. That was fun. I got to sit down. Whee!
Yeah, weren't you just here?
I don't know. I don't know where I was once. Is this open yet?
Damn it.
No.
Am I supposed to find a key somewhere? Wait!
Easy.
Hey, look, they came back! I can fly! I can shoot! Whee! I can only fly when they fly, apparently. It'd be nice if they could
You're
just
good at
jump
this.
naturally.
Told you so.
Oh. I got it all?
Apparently.
Is that it?
Yeah, so yes.
Okay. Cool. Hello, Juru Kirshi Parn. I have no idea how to say your name.
Got rid of those drakes in the factory, did ya? What a relief.
Yes.
I can't wait to give my regulars the good news. You're the real deal, all right. Keep it up, and I can see you going far as a merc in this town. I've worked with my fair share over the years, so believe me when I say that I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you're needed over at the Pillar. Apparently another flying bastard stirring up trouble. Bet you can't get
Jay!
enough of this, huh?
I like the flying bastards because then I
No,
can
get
jump.
it. If you're good at something, might as well make it your living. May not know you, but I know a man who's found his calling when I see one. Keep at it.
Hey, it's
I
like
switch
you
out my
and
stock every so
trucking,
often,
right?
so drop by when you're in the neighborhood, huh?
I don't know what my calling
Serial
is.
numbers filed off.
This looks like
Baby art, but I don't know.
Being like, oh,
ever
what
take
is this
a-
got his?
Yeah.
Wait, did you hear that just now? I think one of Betty's cats might be nearby.
Okay. Is it that one? I mean, this cat's been here for a while.
That was...
Oh, seriously? Is this one? Bye,
Busy
kitty. I think I poke them and they go back to their owner. I think that's what's going on.
Tifa's got a
On the
knack
plus
for
side,
serving
it wasn't her. Those bikes are
something hard.
There are one
Someone
more cats in the
important.
snow
Make
outside.
sure it's intact.
Snow cat.
So this is all Evelyn?
Please give me a shot.
A lot more people getting some money. Personal space, man. Respect to
Ah!
the trains for that.
Don't know where I'm going.
If the planet's a living being,
All these background conversations are weird.
I'm sorry, but it's
Hello.
outside.
Hello.
Tifa, you won't believe this. A cerulean drake flew in from the train graveyard, but these two clowns refused to get off their
Flying
butts and do
cats
anything
doesn't
about it.
sound like muck
Hey,
work,
is
but
that- It is you,
What's
the new
ties?
Merc.
Actually,
But
it
maybe
doesn't
you can help
pay.
us
We're
out.
just doing it out of the
drake
kindness
is in
of
the
our
old Gallagher
hearts.
factory over there. But to reach it, you'll need to get a hold of a watch security key.
Yeah.
You should be able to find one inside one of the crates. I forget
I'm not
which.
paying
Just
attention
smash
to a
them all.
damn thing you're saying, lady.
You're going back to the factory and smash crates.
Okay. Hey, look! Why is there
Recently,
two?
a rather aggressive monster from the train
What is
graveyard
with
took up
this?
residence nearby. Everyone in the immediate area should exercise.
I'm looking for.
Oh, I thought those were Why do they got two of the exact same truck next to each other?
One breaks down, you got another one.
The hell is that person doing?
Yeah, I
Oh.
What are these people doing? They look like they're humping the poles.
I'm gonna be so rich.
The fuck is wrong with these guys? Stop humping poles! Where am I going? Down my way!
You can't go somewhere anymore.
Yay! Get out of the way!
I can't
The trains.
I'm the almighty Sephiroth.
Come on, little guy.
All shall fall before me.
Right.
I'm in the train yard.
Oh, you know you want some of this, babe.
I do.
Ew!
But what?
What the hell?
Watched.
Huh?
I don't want to watch you.
Flattered you want to watch, but we're not into that kind of thing.
My
I
husband
think
was
you
in
need to
Sector
go down this way.
Then why am I here?
Can you believe
Whee!
Kind of do help.
I'm gonna hunt down those criminals. Fire.
Whee!
Lift up to Jesse's hiding there'll be my mattress is too hard. I just need to forget
I just have a headache watching you playing this game right now.
What?
I don't know why.
What?
Yeah, exactly what.
What? What?
If you think about it,
Whee!
Maybe we're supposed to go back to the factory.
This is as annoying as the Bruno mission in Crisis Core. Except worse because it won't end.
Stop.
Yes. No.
Turn around.
Turn around where?
More. I think we're supposed to go back to where that factory was.
How do I go back?
A little gap right there.
The gap?
Recently, a rather
there.
aggressive monster from
Right
the
here?
train graveyard
Yes.
You working?
is nearby.
Where?
Everyone in the
Go
immediate
in.
area should
In here?
exercise
Yes.
caution.
Oh, that's not a gap. That's a door. Hello?
Smash crates.
Ow. Where are the crates to smash?
Around.
Yes.
That's more. Stop moving. Turn more. Right. Turn a bit more.
In a hole?
Next to the hole. Turn around.
What? What? These?
Yes.
Yar! Yar! Yar!
And you're supposed to smash them and find a security card.
Geishmosh! Geishmosh! Why is this not open yet? Don't think you know nothing with dog. What the heck? Got more boogie medallions. Stop!
Let's do this. That's that.
Get down! They weren't on my fist, they were on my chest. Give me the biggest arm!
Enough.
Char!
Get ready.
Too late.
Let's get this over with.
I was gonna... Damn it, Tifa. Hey, get down here!
Here we go.
Splash! Yay!
Would kill for a shower.
Good for you. You know, no one asked you to come with me. Where are more boxes at?
Maybe go straight. No, turn around. Go back the other way.
This way?
Yeah.
Boxes. Hello?
You gotta go up that way.
Which way?
No, go up here.
Up here? Stingies!
Piece of
Stingies!
cake. Get ready. That's that. Enough. This won't take long. That's that. Let's do this. See ya. Let's go.
I think you can go to that door now.
I can?
Yeah, over there. See?
This door. Yay.
Locked up tight.
Oh, I have to find the thingy, and then I can go through the door.
Yep.
That poor ugly animal. Are you even sure it's an animal? Also, screw that ugly animal. Kill all the ugly animals. If they're ugly, they don't deserve to live.
Enough.
Die!
All right. That's that.
Oh, shut.
That it?
more boxes? Oh, there's some boxes. Find it. Now which way? New stuff. Oh. Oh no, because there's some monsters over here.
They respawn.
Oh, they respawn. Well, I'm killing them again anyway.
See ya.
Get down.
This won't take long.
I don't know if they call
Enough.
Wait, I got in a corner. Don't put baby in a corner. What are you doing, you creepy creature?
Now in doubt.
There's my levels. Bonga.
We literally just came from here.
Oh.
You need to go to start and look at the map.
Can't look at the map.
No, hit like start and look at the map.
But I'm looking at the small map.
Well, the small map's not helping you apparently.
Well, it's because I wasn't looking at it. I'm looking at it now. This thing. This is new, right?
Anyway.
Yeah. Open up. Ooh, thingy. Okay, that was pointless, but a thingy.
Box is right there.
Where?
Round.
Turning.
Round. Right there.
Oh. Stay straight ahead. Box. Still nothing. Hey, look, more thingies. You asked for it.
Let's do this.
No, they're not this thing. Hey, is that a rat?
It's over.
Aha! Too easy.
You're good at this.
Told you so.
Okay, there's that. I don't have that yet. All around here. Over here.
It's just a hair.
If this is what you want.
Ready. Enough.
Don't touch me!
That'll do.
Only I get to touch Sephiroth. In all ways that are... Get down here!
See ya.
Good, black up.
It's over.
I'm gonna murder you!
That's the way to do it.
Oh, maybe there's some boxes down that way. Turn right around. Go right down that way.
This way?
There's boxes right there.
Oh, boxes.
You have the security key.
Yay!
Got the key?
Yeah.
Found it. I gotta break that. Should I sit on the chair? I'm gonna sit on the bench. I'm gonna take a moment to take a seat. Yeah. See, I can't trust you. There's a bunch of chat going on and I didn't even see any of it.
I just read that one. I said.
I don't know, yeah, my hand calling. Yeah. It's not a cat. That thing is not a cat. That thing's like some weird giant scorpion, freaky. Ugh. Parasitic. Something or other.
That's a win.
Don't level up, bitch.
I think you both level up at the same
We
time.
do not level up at the same time. Fucking bitch. Can't wait to get rid of you. You are not the teammate I want. Oh, is that anything?
I mean, like, you're gonna have to fight.
Get in the hole. Hey!
Gotta
Fight me!
stand.
Woohoo! Oh, look how high I got! No! I want to fly! Ah! What was that? Leave!
All right.
Get down here! Let me fly! Oh, that's so cool.
Get ready. Enough.
Oh, I already won.
Worked up a
Yay.
good sweat.
No. I gotta get the box first. I can't leave without getting shit. Crazy? Okay, now we can leave. How do we leave now? Or did I screw everything up and we have to walk all the way back out of here?
I gotta walk all the way back out of here.
Fuck. I don't even know how to get out of here.
You want me to do it?
Okay, fine, you do it. You figure out how to escape for me, or we'll be here forever. How dare you check my stats?
I'm trying to find the menu.
I need to get myself a full link.
This won't take long.
Not at all.
What is that?
Ah, I'm gonna face sucked.
See, I told you you can't play this game worth of shit. What the hell?
That's that.
What are you doing? And I thought I was bad.
That's the way to do it.
I get you going the right direction.
Okay, when more creatures come back, just give me the control.
You're dead.
'Cause that's my forte. If I'm good at anything when it comes to gaming, I'm good at button mashing.
Here we go.
Even though I probably won't be too good at button mashing for too long, mainly due to the fact that I will be old and have the arthritis in my handles.
You just started when you just play it.
Let's get this over with.
What?
You started when you play it.
Get down.
All right. See ya. You're good at this.
Told you so.
Okay, continue getting me out of here. I need to get myself a full link. No. What is that? Please tell me what that is. Do you know what that is? Is that a character? Is that a thing? Help me out here. Jiru Kuship. How does he feel his health? I know! He is a darling. He's too beautiful for words.
If you think about it, they found out.
Yes.
Was it down this? No, it's I'm getting lost. You're getting me lost now.
I told you it wasn't easy.
Sock the president right in the face.
If you think about
What?
What's what?
Sock the president right in the face. What?
What?
What's up with these conversations I hear?
I don't know. They're
Oh
trying
yeah,
to.
she was over here arguing with this person.
You're good?
And there he is. I knew
That's
you were the
because
right man for the
Sephiroth is
job.
perfect.
There's no denying you're the
That's
real
how.
deal. Not like these idiots with their excuses. Rather have one of you than 20 of them.
They're just doing their jobs. Can't expect them to be at your beck and call.
What exactly is it you're trying to say, Merc?
You need people who can follow orders,
Oh
too.
yeah.
I
well,
see now.
Anime
Heard
logic.
you were ex-Shinra.
Or in this case, video game
Guess I
logic.
shouldn't be surprised you'd go to bat for your old buddies. Me, I'm just looking out for my people. All there is to it. Hell with you. We can take care of this town ourselves. No more mercs or Shinra. We'll build up the watch and kick you all out.
Why is he being a bitch?
I wasn't even paying attention to her. I could care less about whatever that person was saying.
Maybe not go
this way.
Yeah.
If the planet's a little you never know. Our daughter deserves to.
I don't know. For me, how that character was portrayed, she felt
My
pretty
sister on
open.
the plate.
I wonder what's going on. There's no better way to unwind after a hard day's work.
I'd rather putting in outside.
Take a picture, why don't you?
Huh?
Cats.
Yeah, probably. I guess I'm trying to get to that one tiny little... Oh wait, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Oh. Okay,
They
hello.
love crowded places, like the road to the station. A lot of people stop to play with them there.
Oh. Okay, there is no... It's just random when I find them. Okay.
Like the road to the station, where you just came from the station.
Hey, if you're
I'm not going back.
house for me.
What canned goods when I get sick of?
One of the
You want to go to the bar and do one of the main missions?
Yes. As soon as I figure out how to get them.
Don't you just
love
this
material?
Is this it?
Yep.
Yay. And fuck these side quests. I hate these people.
Well, you want to head inside?
Yes. And this fine will prevent you from completing any active quest. Are you... You know what? Sure. I don't care. Fuck these people.
We're back.
Thanos, hi!
Have fun?
Lots of fun.
Hey, need y'all downstairs.
Right now? Then the plan is...
Marlene, wanna go wait for Jesse out front?
Okay.
Looks like we're officially on for tomorrow night then. Gotta go over the details with the others.
Before you do, about
Give me my
Get
money!
your money. So sit down and shut up until we're finished.
Damn it,
Double
Thanos!
time, Tifa.
I remember those.
I'm really sorry, but it shouldn't take much longer. In the meantime...
Don't touch me.
Grab a seat.
Please don't touch me. Oh yeah, I float.
What'll it be?
Okay, I think I understand why my character floats. It's because Cloud is too short and Sephiroth is too tall. So I can't figure out the model. I don't want your drinks, bitch.
Not really in the mood right now.
But if you were, then maybe...
The glass floating.
That's so funny! I love modding. Just,
Well,
she just
most
floated the...
people would say something sweet right about now.
I'm sure they would.
Ah, but you're a more discerning customer, aren't you? In which case...
Stop trying to get me drunk, bitch!
Our house special, the Cosmo Canyon.
Everything floats!
Beautiful.
Throw it in her face.
I gotta go.
Throw it in her face.
Enjoy.
Goodbye.
Coke and a beer.
No!
Huh?
Hey, you see the news?
Hey,
the reactor
me
bombing was the
too.
work of the eco-extremist group Avalanche. Public enemy
Like
number
B2's
one.
actually thicker.
Gets your heart racing, doesn't it? They don't know our faces, so we're in the clear for now. But
Is
we'll
she?
want to capitalize
Yeah,
on
I
this
think you look at the
momentum.
actual photo.
Speaking of which,
I think
you
she
coming
look
on the
a
next
bit-
one?
Unless I'm looking at fan art.
For the right
Who
price.
knows at this point?
Oh, you can bet I'll be pushing hard for a
Is it bad
raise.
the fan art makes me gaslights me to think someone's thicker than they are.
Tifa will be joining us too, but I don't know. Even a blind man can see her heart's not in it. She was never on board with the bombings, so if it comes down to do or die, if I've got to put my life in someone else's hands, then I'd rather that someone was a professional.
I'll just do
like you.
rum on the rocks. I'm not much of a drinker. If I drink, it has to be
Still kill some
fruity.
time.
You know, the one downside about playing as Sephiroth over Cloud, I forgot how much all these women hit on Cloud, and it's kind of annoying. Because no one's allowed to hit on my Sephiroth but me!
He's more emo than fucking Sasuke. Everybody...
Oh yeah, yeah, I don't. Cloud sucks.
Can't go out.
Oh, I can't leave.
Gotta go do that thing.
What thing?
That, the jukebox.
The jukebox? You sure it's not this? I got to play a game within a game! He's so pretty. Bad. How was that bad? I had it perfectly lined up. The fuck? Oh, is this like Pokeball logic?
Yeah. I don't drink much, but...
What do you want from me? How is this bad? What am I doing wrong? This game sucks. What the fuck? What am I doing wrong?
We gotta aim higher. Oh, you can't...
I don't get what it wants from me.
I'm not much of a dart person myself, so...
No, playing actual darts is easier than this. I'm lining it up. Oh, I have to... Oh, it's not just lining it up. I have to wait for it to do a stupid, Oh, I see what it wants from me. I think I see what it wants from me. That's what it wanted from me.
I learn how to play the game.
Okay. Do I have to play anymore? Yes, I'd like to quit. Let me quit! Oh, thank you.
Maybe just chill a bit.
I figured out what it wanted from me. It was dumb. Yeah, timing. Well, it wanted me not to just line up. It wanted me to line up and then wait for it to go small. Like I said, Pokeball logic from like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Wait for it to... Yeah, sure. They're not hit. They're not... They not hit on him. The thirst over... Can you never leave the minigun? I did. I left it. It's gone. Yeah, I guess, I don't know why they're thirsty for Cloud. I think he ugly. That's why I changed his to Sephiroth. Sephiroth is the hot one. But mine! Yeah, you stay away. You don't sit next to me.
I heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference. But not like this.
Are you just drinking water?
I feel trapped.
If it feels wrong, don't do it.
Yeah, just run away. Fuck this place. Hello.
Guess that's that then.
What, they kick you out?
We agreed to disagree. So, you want another drink?
No.
Tifa! Tifa, time to celebrate. Break out all the good stuff.
Oh, sure.
Yes, that house.
We won't be needing you for this next job. Feel free to look for work elsewhere.
God, stop being an asshole to me.
That's how I like it.
I like
No
it.
contract, no obligation.
Just drinking water.
Figured you'd say that. Here, the rest of your payment, along with a little extra for your exemplary service.
No, she was drinking water.
And thus concludes our business.
They're trying to get me
Gonna have
drunk.
to ask you to leave now. This here's a private affair.
Well, I didn't want to hang out with you people anyway.
You see the weird ghost going by?
Yep.
Sorry, I tried. We talked it over, but in the end, we didn't want to put so much on you. This is our
Loading.
Jesse, what's the holdup?
Man, Cloud is tiny.
No hard feelings.
Cloud is
huh?
too tiny for the Sephiroth
It's fine.
mod.
Let's talk more after I'm done here, okay?
Really, it's
Okay,
fine.
okay. If I remember correctly, they rescaled Sephiroth. Like his original height was 6'1".
Sorry to
But
keep you
I
thirsty boys
believe, if I
waiting.
remember correctly, they changed Sephiroth's height to like 6'7". Fuck all yous. I'm gonna the hell out of here.
That hit the spot.
Goodbye.
Biggs, slow down.
Keep it tight.
I'll leave the door open so everyone can see your celebration of anarchy.
Yep. Best way to clear your head so you can focus when it.
What's up with them?
Hello, weird people. What are you doing?
Hey, brother. You from around the way?
I guess.
Dude, I am
No
too
big man
hot
with a big
and
gun
too
strapped to his
good
right
for
arm?
your gay advances.
Heard he set up shop somewhere in the neighborhood.
That depends.
Ah. Clever. Smell an opportunity to make some scratch, do you?
500.
200.
3.
Whatever, man. Let's find somewhere quiet to talk.
Should have gone with X-Men.
Walk with me.
Sure, Wolverine mod. Yeah, but I wanted Sephiroth. I adore Sephiroth.
Got something to say? You looking at me?
Why am I helping out these? What? They walk? What the fuck? They all look how they're walking. They're walking like they shit themselves.
I was about to say that.
You think you're so cool walking like
Maybe
that?
they get the butt so much they can't walk straight.
Word of advice,
Why am
buddy.
I
Don't
following
piss off my
Peg
friend here.
Crew?
Real sorry.
Unless you got some kind of death wish, then be my guest. After you, brother. And don't worry.
Do I get to kill
ain't
you
the backstabbing
fuckers?
type.
If you bring the city lube.
Ugh. We're
Spill
gonna
it.
fight?
You know where the bastard's hiding, don't you?
What bastard?
I told you before. That depends.
Where
Oh,
did
yeah?
this whole
You wasted my
conversation come
time.
from?
Shinra's time, you mean?
Shinra knows better than to stick its nose in my boss's business.
Like I give a shit.
Yeah. I get to murder some fuckers. True Sephiroth fashion. Murdering humans. Beautiful.
Here we go.
Die, human scum.
No holding back.
You wanna play?
So
I'll
long.
play. How about with
Big
that?
man with a big gun for an arm, right?
Hey, kids!
Why do you want it?
I just follow orders, you know? Nobody tells me shit.
You.
Let me walk away.
All right.
No walking away from this. You get murdered. Die, human scum.
You're done.
Bitch. Super death for you. Kill all humans.
So if they weren't Shinra, then not my problem. Lesson 1 for life on the ground floor.
That killed
Get
him?
some rest.
Don't tell. No. Bullshit. You killed them and you know it. They're not resting. They're dead. Don't fucking be PG with me.
Not bad, Merc. We owe you. There might be more on
Hello there.
Watch your back.
Welcome. I just killed some people. Yay!
I think I have to get to a save point when I switch over to reacts.
Take the...
Probably so crowded because
Take
everyone
the
else is stuck down
shoes.
here.
All the items you can...
I don't want their stinky shoes.
Looking good.
Was gonna jump on that.
You know they probably got some weird foot fungus or something.
You're the aspiring odd jobber, right?
Where am I
I'll be in
turning?
touch.
We're going back to the apartments.
Oh, okay.
Gotta admit, the watch is a lot more impressive than it was a couple of years back.
Upstairs.
I know where my apartment is.
Sure about that?
Yes. Hello.
Welcome home, honey. Took your sweet
No.
time.
Bitch, no. You can flirt with Cloud all you want, but I'm not Cloud.
Are you gonna let me in so we can talk in private?
No.
There's a
Damn
mod-
it.
There's a mod where it searches the porno.
No. Not with
Guess
my
I'll get right
Sephiroth
to the
mod.
point then.
Give me the shiny.
What have you got there?
An apology for not getting you on the mission.
Shiny. Give me. Bitch, give me the
not.
shiny.
What do you think it is?
A proposition.
Nailed it in one. Gonna have to
I'm not
ask you
having
to keep
sex
all
with
this
you.
a secret from the others, though. It's a personal matter. Something I need to sort out tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight. You and me
Not having
together.
sex. No, no,
I
fuck
want you
you.
to come with me to the
No.
Sector 7 plate.
No.
I'll give you the details on the way.
No.
That's fine by me.
Not having sex with
Don't you have a
you.
pretty big day ahead of you?
I do, but if I don't deal with this now, it's only gonna get harder. Anyway, I can count on you, can't I?
No.
Ooh.
Yay, shiny.
A down payment.
Okay, leave in a minute.
Different material.
Ooh, it's a summon. It's a summon shiny.
How the fuck do summons work in this game?
I'm about to show you.
Am I gonna have to get rid of one of my other thingies for it, or is it gonna be its own thingy?
Doubt we'll be
Better
back
be your
before
own
morning.
thingy.
In case.
Oh,
Good,
you
it's
can
its own
put-
thingy.
No, you can put it over there.
Yeah, no, it's its own thingy. See?
Oh.
Own thingy. How do they do it, though? Oh, I'm level 12. Yay, me! You wanna... Yeah.
Yeah, save it here. We'll switch over some reacts.
So say, okay.
Okay. Still didn't really do much. I got some cats. We killed some things. Yeah. Well, thanks
We're
for
planning on
joining us for
traveling
this
light.
gunplay.
Make sure you've got everything you need before we leave. I'll
Shut
wait
up.
here.
Bitch, shut up. Get away. Well, thank you for joining us for this gunplay. Goodbye.
And now we switch
Dark
to
Cody on
thingy.
kick.
Huh.
I need you to quit the game before I can do that.
All right. Okay, we're switching gears.
So we
Switching.
even do the be right back since I already got it on.
We will be right back with some Ryakus. And you have to change the thingy.
Well, I need you to quit.
I'm quitting. I'm just making sure you know it. Yay, Sephiroth. Ah. I'm your goddess Nesca and this trucker one.
I got a day off work because it's snowing outside and I don't like driving in shitty weather.
I just
What
want to...
dumb shit did AI dumb shit did you find?
This is funny. This is funny stuff, okay? I like this. It's so funny. This is the greatest anime ever. Alright, roll it.
アクション満載のシズンがまた終わりに近づき、アメリカ商事の新たな焼き目でヒーローたちが次の冒険へと進む時が来ました。
始めましょう。
Here we go! Best anime ever! We're going to space in the White House!
Well, indeed.
I don't know what AI made this, but... He's a white guy. You see the The forbidden love between
It's the 51st state.
Yes. Elon Musk and Donald Trump, the forbidden love. Look at the realistic body type. They didn't even try to make them anime man here. They just make them have realistic body types. God, look at Elon Musk. His torso's so fucking long.
Trump さん、イーロンさん、頑張ってください。弱気バロンさんも一緒に。勇気あるエイル FK さん、忠実なトルシーさん、トゥルギリモノのジュダス・バンスさん、そしてあなたのコーヒーのようないい棒。
The monkey! The monkey's name's Jojo! Jojo monkey, bro.
Mojo?
Mojo.
ジョモンキノロガン。
Easy. Wait, here it comes. The forbidden love. They are the best of ones.
Joe Biden.
We have to win. I agree. That house is white. Here we go. Yeah. Woo! Do the dance. He's Goku.
That's at the end of it.
I hope you like that random bit of insanity. Trump's Bizarre Adventure. Yes.
What's the JoJo where the president is the bad guy?
That's part 7.
Part 7?
That's the one that would be animated next if they actually do animate it. And it's
I feel like Netflix killed JoJo.
I hope. I would like to see part 7
animated. Have you
animated.
ever seen Stupid People?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just saw Stupid People.
No. That wasn't stupid. That was insanity.
Alright. You want to do, I was doing the reacts, the YouTube intro.
Hi, your goddess Nesca here with Truckleman, with Snowden. Let's watch Stupid People.
Stupid People, they're in that part 11 by the narrator.
Have you ever seen Stupid People before? I have, constantly. Every time I open my phone. Get it? Because you need Face ID to open your... Anyway. But regardless, TikTok is being banned soon, and, well, I just wanted to take...
Okay, I gotta know. Is that actually happening? How old
I think
is
it got
this?
unbanned.
Do you think they stopped that, or...
I think they put a 90-day reprieve on it. I don't know.
What was even gonna deal with the ban for?
They don't want China owning TikTok, getting our information. You know, Google sells it to them, so what does it matter?
And then you got stuff like Temu and a bunch of other Chinese things.
Anyway.
One last look and see if we can find some of the silly gooses, some of the stupid people on TikTok. It got to a point where I saw so many recently, before DJ even sent me any of these submissions, that I was making songs. There are so many stupid people on my timeline, I'm wondering if I'm going insane. People falling, getting mad at nothing, as I'm sitting here wondering really who's to blame. TikTok's getting mad. No, I'm just kidding. God, I got a little grungy there for a second. Jesus Christ. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get into it. Are you feeling overwhelmed to make big life changes as the new year begins? Maybe you're stuck comparing yourself to others, or feeling behind in life. Trust me, .com/narrator. Get 10% off your very first month. Your next chapter starts now. All right, well, here we go.
I don't even get what the...
It's online therapy, and there's some...
You know what? I don't think therapy helps. I don't think therapy helps at all.
Anyway,
you're gonna be crazy.
The very first one is everyone at the airport thinking they hear the planes taking off, but it's actually my Sims updating.
What?
What?
So many computers making sounds, everybody think the...
I didn't know that update for Sims sounded like that.
When's the last time you played The Sims?
Not on PC. I have it for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2.
So, wow.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what kind of computer are you? First of all, you got the Matrix running in the background for no reason. That's eating up space on your computer. 23%. Hold on, what?
My question is that the computer?
Yeah, it's the computer
making that noise?
Yeah.
That it's about to explode from downloading?
You ever hear our computer when it gets hot?
Right. Because I was gonna say, why does he have his volume up?
What kind of laptop you got? Oh, wait, is that HP? Hold on, wait, what is that?
Oh.
It is an HP. God, I'm so good, bro.
I never knew
An
a laptop
HP
could sound like
gaming
that.
computer. Oh, hold on, watch this. Hold on. HP gaming
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Oh, wait, not laptop. There it is. God, I found it. It's a 15-inch Intel Core. Oh, it's an i5. 12 gigabytes of RAM. 256 SSD. I am fucking.
There's $1,000 kaput laptop.
It's a gaming...
Mental health, professional mental health staff. That's a godsend.
Yeah.
If it works for you, that's good.
I think religious therapists are actually better, even if you're not religious. Like, I think Kirsha talked about she went to a religious therapist, like a Catholic, like a Christian, even though she's not practicing, because they were actually better in a way. So
Because it's not like a paid potato kind of thing.
Well, you still pay for it, but still.
But I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe they actually care for you in some sense. Oh.
Surprised your computer can turn on.
Yay!
There's no shot. Wait.
Oh.
Huh.
Crocs.
No.
You want to know the story behind Crocs?
No. It's not just a croc. It's a plain gun croc.
You know the funny story why Crocs became a thing?
Uh-huh.
They were featured in the movie Idiocracy because they were at the time a startup company, and the person that made Idiocracy thought, yeah, I know it's a small company shoe. No one would wear these because they're so ugly looking. I mean, that's why in the future, like, everybody's stupid. They buy these shoes, and everybody now wears these shoes.
Yay! We're all stupid!
We're living in Idiocracy.
God damn it, here comes an A-10 Warthog. I really don't understand how that flying piece of shit can stay up in the air half of the time.
That's the cool thing about the A-10 Warthog. Funny fact for those who don't know, the people who make fucking washers and dryers, General Electric, they also make the A-10 Warthog, okay? They made the...
Yeah, people who make washer and dryers also make the Warhawk, the military jet.
Oh!
You'd be surprised, like, was it Honeywell? They make a bunch of, like, small electronics, like thermostats.
Mhm.
They also make stuff for the government. I found that out when I had delivered them once, and I had to be followed by guys with guns.
What, really?
Yeah, you go into a military place to drop something off, you get escorted in there and escorted out.
How was that? Was that fun?
It was a quick in and out. They took it off the truck, and I left.
Cool.
Made the gun. One of them spins really fast to clean your clothes, and another one spins really fast to make red splatters everywhere. Also, the main reason, for those who don't know about the A10 Warthog, is that the gun is so goddamn heavy and fires so many super calibral freedom flyers that when it shoots, it has to go down. It has to go straight like that, because it can't shoot straight. Because the barrel is too big, it's too heavy, you can't rotate like that. So it's gotta go brrrr.
Huh. Did you know that?
I know that now.
That was my ADHD awareness speech for you right there. Oh!
Wait, what?
Okay, well, first of all, you're not getting a brand new car. Second of all,
Is that coming under warranty?
Where did he drive into? What was that?
A dealership.
Was that like, did he drive into the dealership with a car that he was test driving in?
I'm not sure on that, but
someone call the cops?
you're going to jail and court. Not particularly in that order. Or maybe that order. I don't know. Depends on how fast the cops get there. Also, man, I'm just super happy you didn't shatter your driver's side window with the force of that slap. My God. You want cams?
And what exactly do you expect to gain from putting cams in your car?
Okay, you're gonna have to explain that to me.
if you put a really large cam in your car, the idle in it will be really low and rough, but it's designed to run at high speed. So it will sound like that when it's idling.
But it does have a purpose, right?
Yeah, it controls your valves in the engine. It controls the power too.
Okay, so then that lady didn't know what she was talking about, right?
She.
No! Why is it so accurate? No!
Yes.
Monkeys.
Why is it so accurate? Wait. That is extremely. What the f? I never put that. I didn't put two and two together, but that is goddamn. All right, Mom wanted to show me the puzzle she spent months making, but this happened. Oh no. Oh no. Are you gonna break the puzzle? Go ahead.
Are you proud of your puzzle, Mom? You finished it. No!
You know,
That was like me tipping over one of your art projects and it shatters on the floor.
no, I don't even think it has that same amount of the moo. I mean, if she was smart, as soon as she finished it, she would have sat there and glued it. So hopefully it didn't shatter.
That's
Okay,
how you
never
play
mind.
9,000 pickup.
So he's laughing.
But no. That could never compare to like the sheer pain of like say a Lego model.
Oh. Is that how expensive Legos are now?
Mm-hmm.
I think I recognize him from the nightly news. He's dead. If I spent months on something and anybody just walked in and ruined it within a couple seconds, I might go to jail.
Let's all go to court.
Oh shit, look at here, folks. We got an ice skater coming down the rink here. Oh, super fast. Oh my lord! Oh, sweet Mary and Joseph. Hold on, chickadee, check yourself, brother, before you wreck yourself. Whoa, I can't believe she fell for it. This one is called the invisible string.
I've got an invisible string, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna put it through your ear. I'm gonna feed it through, okay?
Okay.
That was through your ears. Now I want you to grab this side.
What?
Okay, I want you to yank it that way.
Oh!
Wait. This is genius.
That was dumb.
Wait.
That was kind of funny. I'll give him that.
No, that was dumb. Gouge a dog.
I have to save this. I have to save this because we have another boys trip coming up. I have to do this to Molly. I know for a fact if anybody is gonna fall for it, it will be Molly. Okay, hold on. Rewind. So you have a piece of invisible string.
Feed it through. Okay.
Feed it through your ear. Pull it out the other.
Grab
this side, and then pull it.
Yank it that way.
Got it. We're good. Solid.
Good job. I knew you would forget
Mark
to
my
do a
words.
thing.
I will record it and I will post it. Although, if you could also leave a comment to remind me to do this to Molly, that would be fantastic. Don't add him on YouTube, though. Just keep it on the down low. Just remind me. Thank you. Love you. The WNBA explained in 12 seconds or less. Oh, no.
What's the WNBA again?
Women's basketball.
Oh, so stupid thing.
We don't care about sports anyway, so... Anyway.
Extra stupid thing.
Alright, it's all good.
You fixed it.
Yep, it's good to go. Wow.
Are you fucking... And then she misses. And then she misses. The WNBA, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I guess the connection's bad. The game froze.
That's so dumb, it's funny.
Like dad jokes. Funny. Dad jokes are awesome.
God. Yes! Yes!
Game froze.
I love it! We were playing checkers, but my man was playing chess! Oh my god. Honestly, this is my peak humor, right? You all know me. And if you don't, this is it. This is my peak. The greatest thing about Eddie becoming a dad soon is that now every time we're together and I say a dad joke, he doesn't just laugh at the dad joke with me. He makes another one. And then I make a pun and then he rebuttals with another pun. I love it. I love it so much. I'm so happy. Literally for Christmas. This is the photo that made my night. Boom. Love nature walks. Oh, you slipped.
Get up! Go!
Yeah, just don't fall in the water.
Go!
You have so much room. You have so much room.
Why are you trying to jump it?
Don't dive. Well, actually, maybe. I mean, you got... I mean, I was gonna... Oh... See,
I wouldn't have even tried crossing in the first place.
I was going to say that if you dove, at least you have, you know, some cushion.
No. Don't say that.
To protect you from the dive, but I mean, it's really cold, so you probably have like breasticles, and that shit will just, like, you might get stuck in it. You might get stuck in the ice and do like a 45, like a cartoon. So probably not dive. And you chose to dive, and then, you know, this right here was the result. And it's just a bit outside. What did she win, Carl? She won a free ticket to hypothermia! Yay! Anywho.
Imagine how cold that water is.
Stop showing me camping. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh! This is why you use diesel to light that shit, not gasoline.
I don't even know what she did to...
Someone put gas in the fire and,
How can you tell?
Because gas explodes.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Holy shit! How much fucking gasoline did you put on that, madam?
Marlon Coffer III. Excuse me, Kenneth Marlon Coffer III.
Oh, he's gonna fuck up.
Oh. Oh, the way he didn't land it.
I hear his bones crack in the...
His ankles. His ankles cracked. Ow. He's dead.
He's dead.
My favorite thing about that Is that the announcer? Like, he probably knows this student very well. So listen to this. Anyway, on to the next recipient. My man gave no fucks about his well-being, bro. Even forgot his name. Goddamn. Dads all year. Who left this light on? We aren't lighting the whole neighborhood. Dads in December.
Oh yeah, I'm to the point now. Take down your Christmas lights, you lazy fucks.
What are Christmas lights anymore?
Well, it's too late to have them up. Take them down. You're being lazy.
Oh, when they're up all the time?
Yep.
Either that or when they have the Halloween decorations still up.
I feel like they combine the two.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty of this. I think it was just because I was raised where, like, if I'm up here and I'm not downstairs and Lindsay's not downstairs and I walk downstairs to get something to drink, I'm like, why the f are all these lights on? No one's in these rooms. Wasting electricity. Damn. Which, like, it doesn't. It barely does a dent in the electric bill if you just, like, leave a light on in the room, right? We do it all the time. Like, the amount of fucking lights in here, ridiculous. I shouldn't have this many, but I do because I like pretty colors, and yeah, you can't stop me. That's what I say to the electric company. She thought he wanted a hug.
Oh no.
Bruh, he kicked your leg. How the fuck is that it?
He kicked her torso with his leg. The monkey kick. Monkey jump kick. To be fair, she probably deserved it.
Don't fuck with monkeys.
Why does that imply a hug? Look at this. Look at this. Boom. And she's like, oh, a hug. Get your bullshit out of here, Sus. Ain't got no time for monkey business. Monkey see, monkey don't touch me. Oh, America's Funniest Home Videos right there. Hold on now. Yeet.
Oh.
Well, this didn't hit the van.
Yeah, I thought it was going to hit the car.
That,
that could have been worse. All you have to do is just sweep up that glass.
Physics. Somehow the physics were bounced out.
Question, sir. What exactly did you put in there before you put the glass? Because, never mind. I was gonna say you put like a tire or something bouncy. Shit barely bounced. Look at this. At this point, go home. You are home. Go inside. If you ever hear something break or shatter when a dad is trying to do some like maintenance or cleaning, whatever, and then you see them walk inside, don't talk. Just avoid eye contact. Give them about 5 minutes to internally scream and process their emotions so they can bury it.
You want to end the video here?
Yes, please.
Alright, because I gotta use the
Blame Trucker Man for everything.
Alright, we're gonna end the video here. We're gonna be right back.
Because someone's got to go pee.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh boy, well...
Goddess Natsuka here, and Truckleman. We are going to react to our favorite loser.
Apparently, he got banned off of Rumble now, which I thought about making a Rumble account. That way, we have 4 streaming platforms. But anyway, yeah, apparently he's a more deep shit, and he's not even got his trial yet.
Things just keep going downhill for Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh boy, well, things have just gotten so much worse for the most disliked IRL streamer, as he's now got hit with another charge, meaning he will likely be stuck in South Korea for even longer. The dude should have never stepped foot in Korea, and this is also on top of losing his last remaining social media account, so he's basically banned on every platform, and now begging to be forgiven and unbanned on Kick, because...
Oh, poor boy.
Please. Kick got to the point they don't want to deal with him anymore.
Probably.
He obviously got banned off of Twitch and YouTube because you can't do the shit that he does on YouTube.
Very racy.
Don't poke the hole in my pants. Leave me alone. That's for ventilation. Anyway.
Even though the Korean government has confiscated all of his equipment and he's been banned on all of the major live streaming and video platforms available, this time he's found a way to reemerge on the internet again. And he did so via a video call through someone in Ice Poseidon's circle. Because somehow Ice is now part of this story, an IRL streamer many of you guys are familiar with. At one point, the dude was basically the largest streamer on Twitch, until that all came crashing down with him being swatted on a plane.
Passengers say that 2 people were removed.
Yeah, he was doing live streaming, live.
Why does he make it worse for him? Good question.
Basically, the deal with Ice Poseidon, he was doing live streaming, he would get sniped all the fucking time, or swatted or whatever. Well, he got swatted while he was about to board a plane, and someone called a bomb threat on him.
How the
Don't do that, by the way. That's a bad idea.
Wow, his viewers must hate his guts.
Did you hear the story? By the way, that reminds me. There's a story I heard yesterday. Guy was on a plane and literally was joking like, I hope there ain't a bomb in that bag next there. Canceled the flight. They had to pull everybody off and do a whole research of the whole fucking plane.
Just because,
someone made a joke.
No.
Don't fuck around on planes.
Planes are just, they are super sensy.
A man and a woman.
As many of you guys know, Twitch then deemed that reckless and didn't want to have to deal with any future headaches or PR disasters, so they chose to permanently ban him. Well, fast forward a couple years, and now he's one of the largest streamers on Kick and has definitely contributed to the growth of the Kick platform. And currently, he's traveling around Japan for his series 100 Days to Learn Japanese. And this is all at the time of recording this video.
I don't think he's doing anything shitty. I think he's actually trying to
I'm saying boo because I want to go to Japan.
Get bigger on Kick, I guess. By the way, follow us at Kick at Weaves and Gears.
Why can't I'm trying with YouTube?
Right now, he's already been in Japan for over a month now with a group of friends most of the time. And if I'm not wrong, almost everybody in his group is also an IRL streamer who's also recording their own POV of the whole travel. And even though Ice Poseidon and his friends aren't exactly the same thing as Johnny Somali, who probably is the best example of being a nuisance streamer himself, but I mean, it's safe to say that people online are not a fan of streamers making a scene in public for their streams, especially in Japan and Korea, after Johnny has stirred the pot so much there. But this is a fairly recent clip.
Man, poor Japan and Korea.
We're gonna be shit on the whole time when we do events where we go. Like, they're not even gonna care. Like, they're gonna we're gonna be, I don't know. We're gonna get, what's the term I want to use when we go to Japan?
Wonder where do they get the money from? Good question. Traveling's not cheap.
Clip that went viral from Ice Poseidon's group from a guy named ABZ. For example, in this clip, ABZ, one of Ice Poseidon's friends and Kick former employee, he's in public as he receives a donation, and of course the donation sound was set to some anime moans.
Love you too, bro. Oh my god.
Oh shit. I didn't double speed, but
no, I think he did that.
Oh.
You guys are assholes. Alright, stop. No, let's not make this a thing. Bro,
don't do that. Why?
I'm confused.
They're playing. He's muting it out, but he's playing anime moans from hentai while he's in public on a train platform.
Like, did he have it set up for that, or what?
I don't know how this works.
Because how can you pretend to be all like offended or be all like, oh no, don't do that if you're the one who set up the sounds to do that?
I think the thing what they got is people can pay and they can play whatever sound they put in, which is only a recipe for disaster of the internet.
Huh.
I thought it was a nice dono, bro. No, you guys are rats, bro.
Or here, another dude in the group, slightly homeless, is supposedly drunk late at night and crashes out on the street after getting in some relationship trouble. And this is with the only girl there in the group of streamers.
Homeless, this is actually all your fault. You decided to hook up with that girl. It's your fault, and you should learn.
I know it isn't my fault.
Are they in a cemetery?
Yeah, they're in a cemetery. I was about to say, why are they in a cemetery?
I shouldn't have asked her to date me.
Is he drunk or crazy?
Drunk. No, they made him drunk.
Oh yeah, I see how red his nose is. Of course it looks like it's cold.
Odd.
Can that be the haunted phone booth from Dark
Gathering?
Yeah, where he just kills them.
But remember him because he'll become relevant to the story later on. But then you have this one, which ABZ filmed Ice Poseidon, I guess pretending to make out with a statue.
What the fuck?
Oh, maybe Sam took them.
Oh my god, Japanese are going to hate Americans for the rest of my life. I swear, you fuckers are going to run our Japan trip.
Bull! Oh! Yeah. I mean, technically...
I hope we just don't get randomly attacked or something.
I'm not even going to pull my phone out when I'm over there. I'm just going to leave it in my pocket unless I need it for translation.
Damn it, the only downside is, part of me is going to wish I could take pickies, but pickies are bad in Japan, apparently.
Apparently now, yeah.
That's cheating because the intent was there.
Sumimasen, hanko doko? Hanko doko?
Why are IRL streamers making moves on statues, especially in Asia? Why? What's the point? Like, thankfully, this isn't like a memorial from what I can tell, but why fly out to Japan and do that? Or this?
Is he sticking his dick in the statue? Your face. Your Vtuber mode cannot show the disgust on your face, I swear.
How is he... I mean, do you think they have the same rule about public nudity?
Yes.
Police? Get this guy? Police?
Oh, what do we got here? God damn, son. That motherfucking hurt.
Good.
Wow. Alright, that's 2.
They seem to be in like a trail, so if we just keep going forward.
Brother, are you okay? But if that wasn't questionable enough, I guess he decided to follow Johnny's footsteps and say this about the Yakuza.
Stay with me, Nana.
Huh?
Don't fuck with the Yakuza over there. Just don't.
The Yakuza.
The Yakuza.
Yeah, them. I hope they get
good.
They're all...
Why is she with this guy?
I don't know. Clout chasing, but the wrong way. At least the only clout chase is just nuts and it's winter times.
I wonder if she's kidnapped. Is she okay?
Blink once if... Blink one for yes, blink twice for no.
Get
Yakuza.
Why? That's just poor risk to reward assessment with that action. Like, I feel like that one can go south pretty quickly. Ice and his friends might not be just like Johnny Somali since they aren't really committing felonies nor harassing people in the same way as him.
How is that not a felony to stick your dick on a statue in public?
We're only assuming that's what he did, but I would not think that probably was what he did because of the blur. I don't know why else the blur would be there. He was out in public. He was... had a dunk out in public. I'm pretty damn sure that's something. Is that a felony?
Yeah.
I also see why a bunch of Japanese and Korean citizens are labeling them as nuisance streamers. But this group draws a very strong line between them and Johnny, as we'll see soon, because during a live stream, Slightly Homeless, who we saw earlier, he decided to call Johnny Somali out of nowhere.
Huh.
Why has he got an Israel flag on him?
I don't know with these people.
You hear me?
Nah, I've been watching a little bit of the trivia. I know Nana, what's up?
Yes, the camera's on.
Hi, Nana. Hi. Hello. Does she know Johnny Somali? Does she know him? He's terrorizing her country.
What is he?
I love that the only thing that Johnny can brag about in his life is harassing strangers in public. Really, dude? Congratulations,
I
Johnny.
hate these
So Johnny
people.
claims that he's planning to meet this group in Busan because apparently they're also going to Korea soon. But I doubt that'll ever happen, judging from that reaction at the end there. If it does happen, it'll probably be from Johnny stream sniping them. And also, that clip that we just saw also kind of reinforced his ban on Kick, because Ice is pretty influential on Kick. And Johnny clearly begged to get unbanned on Kick because he has no platforms left. And obviously, Ice said this.
Oh, what the?
He's wanting to make Korea great again? What the?
What? Johnny Somali. Are you?
Is
that a Make America Great? I don't know. No, you are everything that's not great about America.
He looks like the Titan.
He looks like the Smiling Titan, yeah.
Or look like something from Soul Leveling too.
He just looks like a complete fuckface.
You don't lie?
Johnny
Bro, hang up on this. Bro, what the f are you doing? What are you doing, bro? What do you mean? You want to be targeted on? I want advice. Huh? I want advice. Advice? Yeah. What are you doing? Second place, Somali. Let me Somali.
Look, when you guys do Busan,
Look at his eyes. He's got like, his eyes are like he's been punched a couple of times.
Probably not sleeping because he don't have nowhere to sleep, or maybe he just possessed by a demon. I'm gonna go where he's possessed by a demon.
Or draining.
I'll talk to you later.
He gonna set you up, nah. He gonna set you up. Get me up there.
He wants unbanned from K.
That's not gonna happen, bro.
Peace out, bro. I'll see you later.
See you later. Like, he made Kick look like.
Well, not like Ice and them are making Kick look great either, but I will agree that there is a difference between them. But honestly, Johnny has way bigger problems than meeting Ice Poseidon, like the bounty Johnny has on his head for the Korean public. Because remember, they call him the Golden Goblin over there. So yeah, strangers are still paying for anyone who can film themselves hitting the guy. So technically, he still drops loot. I love how there's like this niche Korean online community that are essentially playing human Pokemon Go with Johnny Somali because he was harassed.
When are they gonna get the shiny?
Get the shiny.
Distance of Korea.
Oh, Roger, I saw some of Pokemon Go. You can get now a shiny Bouffalant.
The boof.
Is now shiny.
Are they here?
It's coming up next month.
I want a shiny
Kind of deserved. So he has that to worry about, and his new charge, as he was just now recently charged with an additional count of violating the Minor Crimes Act, which is the same kind of charge that postponed his trial back in December. So now we have two charges of obstruction of business.
He got charged with another Minors Crime Act. Minors, like kids.
Really? Are you sure it's not minor as in less?
No. No, minor as in minor, like children.
Are you sure?
That's what he just said.
Yeah, the two Minor Crimes Act charges as well. Now, regarding the Minor Crimes Act, we don't know specifically what they're investigating because the dude has basically committed so many illegal acts in South Korea that it's almost impossible to track everything down. And before you ask, a minor crimes offense in Korea has nothing to do with minors.
I told you! I told you! I knew I wasn't that! You dumb!
Alright, I'm dumb.
You dumb!
I'm glad it doesn't involve children. Okay, at least I'm glad I'm wrong on this one, okay? I'll take the L on that
one.
Of a misdemeanor over there. So recently, I guess he's just stacking misdemeanors on top of his felonies already. But when I was researching this video, I saw a comment about Johnny's situation that said this dude is like the lucky roulette wheel of crime prosecutors. Whatever you land on, he's probably committed it. And that describes it pretty well, because unfortunately for Johnny, yet again, the dude live streams and documents everything he does. So all the prosecutors have to do is just sit and watch through all of his VODs. What an
So he basically rats himself out.
Pretty much.
absolute skill issue. The dude just completely played himself. But even though he got another misdemeanor, as I said in my last video, these all add up, because one misdemeanor, it doesn't really do too much, honestly, in the grand scheme of things. But 2 misdemeanors, you're probably getting into a little bit more trouble. But if you add those 2 misdemeanors on top of his felonies, suddenly Johnny might be ending up in some serious prison time. And I mean, every update on him just shows us how possible this can actually be. Because now he's being charged as a repeat offender. So it's safe to say the dude wishes he never went to Korea. And speaking of getting banned on platforms, Johnny's TikTok account has now disappeared. And even though it's tough to tell exactly what's going on, I do feel like there might be a pattern. And that pattern, I guess, is his career completely vanishing, because absolutely nothing has been posted on any of his socials. There was nothing on his new YouTube account because his old one was banned, but he does have a new channel, but nothing's there. And
hey, we're beating him in the subscriber count.
his Rumble account, that's just kind of collecting dust because there's nothing new there either. So for now, his career of harassing random people in public has come to a complete halt. But if you watched our last video on Johnny, you might remember Hank as well, the guy who did that podcast interview where he tried to explain why he keeps being friends with Johnny Somali. A bunch of creators covered that interview, including Andrew from Legal Mindset, who we've also had here on this channel before. And surprisingly, Hank decided to file a lawsuit against a bunch of different South Korean streamers for stalking and harassment, and against Andrew for talking about what he does on a public platform. But when Hank filed this lawsuit, he decided to combine all of these streamers into one single case. And that might have been one of the worst decisions he could have done for that lawsuit, because now it's a lol suit. Honestly, it was a little suit to begin with, but that definitely does not help. Hank is also suing Andrew, an attorney, not for stalking and harassment, but for insult and defamation. In the same lawsuit? Hank is suing Andrew because basically Andrew quoted Hank himself in that live stream interview on Legal Mindset's channel. And at the end, I guess Hank didn't like it.
Hank's issue is that he made these statements. He came out of his own volition on an international public broadcast and said these things. And I think what Hank thinks is that he can say these things on a public broadcast and they will remain private.
What?
So the guy Hank's suing everybody for quoting him.
People, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I don't want to deal with people. I want to stick with the AIs. I want to live with the AIs.
You want to stay behind the Vtuber avatar.
I don't want to be here anymore. Aliens, something.
Just giant meter. We got one coming in 2032.
AI takeover
So
already.
he
Please.
thinks that he can go out and just talk to people publicly on something he knows is being streamed, he knows being put out there.
Hank was the one who defamed himself on a public platform. Other people just talked about it. That's like suing a mirror for showing a reflection.
Yes.
It's safe to say, like, not even Andrew is taking this issue very seriously because he knows the lawsuit isn't going anywhere, but also because Hank is trying to sue Andrew under Korean law when Andrew isn't even based in Korea. And Andrew is also not a South Korean citizen.
I'm currently in Thailand, which once again, I say is a proper venue or would be a proper venue. I can say whatever the I want, and he can't. Under South Korean law, it's inapplicable. South Korean law has nothing to do with what I say as a non-resident of, I'm not a permanent resident, I'm not a citizen of South Korea, so I can say whatever the I want about Hank.
So here we are watching the Johnny Somali situation get even worse.
He's trying to sue someone who's not even in his own country. Make sense of that.
Which I honestly didn't even think was possible in the first place. Even after all of his equipment has been confiscated, he's still racking up charges, you know, because he live streamed everything and they're still combing through everything that he's done in Korea. His court date is currently the 7th of March, but there are a lot of rumors saying that because of his recent charge that they're likely going to postpone that court date. So I guess we just...
He is being tortured by them because he can't leave.
Just good. He needs it more. He hasn't learned any kind of lesson. He needs to just be... Keep him. Ugh. Just take the other assholes too.
No point of me.
I'm just
I know, I'm just
I'm just
joking.
pointing in general. I just feel like doing that.
Don't point at me. Don't take me.
Take you.
No.
Take you.
Let's see what this.
Kind of have to wait a few weeks to find out. But other than that, if you want the full story of how we even got here, you can check out this video.
So that's the end of the Giant Smalley.
He's never gonna get any better. There's no hope.
Okay, what do I feel like? Want to do something dark and something funny?
No dark.
No dark.
I'm not feeling dark.
Not feeling dark.
Now give me the.
Fine. You pick, and I pick the next video.
No, because you'll pick something. Here, I'm gonna do mine.
All right.
A high-end Devil May.
Okay.
Devil May Cry.
All right. YouTube intro. I know nothing.
Hi, your goddess Nazca here with Truckleman. We are watching some Devil May Cry remake leaks.
Wow, you're playing Resident Evil.
Cry remake has leaked from Capcom. Now there are dueling things at play here. It seems like one of two remakes is in production. But something.
Wait a minute. On Devil May Cry, it's not over the shoulder. You have to actually. It's like third person or.
What?
On Devil May Cry's gameplay.
Yeah.
Thing is in the works for Devil May Cry. Either the first game.
It's no different than the gameplay that you saw.
No, I thought like over the shoulder. Like never mind.
No, it's not Fallout style.
Oh, okay.
It's like what we were doing with Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
That's the gameplay.
Well, the third game is being remade according to both Devil May Cry voice actor Daniel Southworth and a 4chan post that ended up being proved, or half-proved, over time. The case for the Devil May Cry 3 remake comes from antagonist...
Hold on. Joker's gonna spank your butt, spank you on the butt.
I don't get that.
Sorry, Jester. Jester's gonna spank your butt. Lou would be so mad at me. Jester was the best character in Devil May Cry 3. I wish they brought him back. Jester's gonna spank your butt.
Virgil voice actor Daniel Southworth, like I mentioned, mentioning at Power Morphicon that he just finished a video game 3 or 4 weeks ago where they asked me to do my voice the way it was back in 2004 or whatever. It's worth noting that Devil May Cry 3 released in 2005, so he's only 1 year off if he's trying to refer to that time period. Southworth's direction at the time, according to him, was can you do the younger Virgil version? And Daniel says it was challenging doing that. Now, the evidence for a Devil May Cry 1 remake relates to the 4chan leak that I mentioned before, not only bringing about a Devil May Cry remake in the style.
You know, it's kind of about time they've been remaking all the Resident Evils, so why not remake classic Devil May Cry?
Play it on the PC.
Of the recent third-person Resident Evils, but a part of that leak was that a new Need for Speed would be mentioned by EA this week. Now that's just happened, so a lot of people are thinking if that's true, then something else must be as well.
You want to play that game?
I get bored of Need for Speed after a while.
Oh, but I thought you liked the racing games.
Well, it had a story to it, but I just kind of got bored with it after a while.
As EA mentioned that as part of their earnings conference. And so more of that Devil May Cry 1 remake mentioned a story overhaul, apparently handling Virgil's character better, delving into doing the whole Resident Evil remake treatment for a Devil May Cry. Because if this is what Daniel Southworth is referring to, Virgil doesn't have any lines in DMC 1. Yeah. Like, other than just grunts. He doesn't even really...
Wait, Virgil was in Devil May Cry 1?
Other than some grunt.
I don't even remember his character at all being in Devil May Cry 1. You sure he didn't mean Devil May Cry 3? I don't even remember Virgil's existence in Devil May Cry 1. Maybe like a mention that Dante had a brother, but other than that, I can't even picture him even being in it. I'll have to ask my cousin at some point. She's the
Here as Virgil,
one.
he appears as Nello Angelo, like the main boss that's then revealed to be Virgil later on, and you hear little bits of flashback dialogue of Dante and Virgil as kids, but it's not really anything, it's just them receiving their amulets and whatever, because they're long-time rivals. So assumedly, if you're going back in doing the story stuff, you might flesh that scene out, and maybe that's what he was recording or something. All of this, though, actually, I mentioned the DMC1 remake. The idea is that it will be remade in the RE engine, which is the ongoing engine that Capcom are using for almost everything. It would feature a new camera angle, which, God help me if they make it a Souls game.
No, that just
I'll be crying.
That just surely means going to the kind of DMC5.
What's the mode you play in Devil May Cry called Dante Must Die?
I don't know. It has nothing to do with the camera angle.
camera if they had to change something, because one has a more it's because it was obviously based on Resident Evil way back when.
Oh, yes.
It was a
Yeah.
prototype from that. It kind of evokes that style a little.
Well, that depends on the location and why it's like that.
But they're gonna go to the like Resident Evil 4 we were playing, where it's constantly over your shoulder. You don't have to constantly.
That's gonna be weird, though. I don't think that's gonna work so well.
Or maybe have it where you can choose between.
Oh, I will be pissed if they turn Devil May Cry into a strict shooter. If I can't use my sword proper, I'm gonna be mad.
Oh, they'll still have sword, but no, have it where you switch between both camera modes. That way you can have the modern, like,
I guess.
or you can have the old school for people who are psychotic.
I guess. Wait. You calling me psychotic?
For one to play where it's like a camera on a building instead of, I don't know.
What?
A little bit more with the cuts between the different angles and such.
I hope.
They're not gonna make it a Souls
They
game.
better not. The Souls bubble has burst. I don't need any more of them. But it is a remade in the RE engine, like I said, new camera angle, an overhauled story, and improved graphics are the main takeaways from the overall leak. Now, all of this comes after Netflix's Devil May Cry adaptation is picking up.
Oh yeah, Lou is so excited.
When's this supposed to come out?
They might say it.
Steam, that's scheduled for April 3rd.
There you go.
Lots of trailers for that. Adi Shankar, the showrunner out there on Twitter, on social media, bigging the whole thing.
The one thing though Lou keeps complaining about
What?
is the English voice actor for Dante. She's upset about because it's Johnny Young Bosch.
Okay.
And Johnny Young Bosch is the voice of Nero, not Dante.
I don't know. One opinion on that?
Mm-hmm.
Up, the adaptation that's coming to Netflix is apparently based on Devil May Cry 3's manga. So there's a lot more DMC3 about to be in the works in the next few months, which again points to the idea of remaking DMC3. That's also the fan favorite, and it also includes a hell of a lot more of younger Virgil. So
Yeah. I will say this. I stopped caring about Devil May Cry after Devil May Cry 3. Devil May Cry 3 was the best game. I loved the gameplay, the different weapons and stuff you could use, the personality, the story, like I said, the villain character Jester. That was fun. It was a very, very fun one.
Didn't they make a Devil May Cry anime already?
Oh yeah, that one's more of an animated movie.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Lou has that.
I don't feel like it captured Dante's personality in that when I was watching it. Well, just watch that little trailer right there. It looks like they capture his personality better.
Well, for Devil May Cry 3 standard. In Devil May Cry 1, you've never seen or played Devil May Cry 1, Dante's personality is a little more stoic.
Yeah.
Versus Devil May Cry 3 is him more childish because he's younger.
Ah.
But then they kept him being more playful, like when they made, I guess Devil May Cry 5 is the one I'm thinking of, or 4. But yeah, they kept his personality more playful, and I guess in a sense kind of retcon his stoicness that he had back in 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then no one likes to talk about 2 for whatever reason.
Or the DMC Dante.
Well, that's not even Devil May Cry. That one's not even Devil May Cry. That's not even.
if you're doing that character, it just makes more sense to, well, in this degree, to remake 3. Even though if you were going to do this, you might as well remake 1, and then, I mean, you probably wouldn't do anything with 2, but I guess you would carry on from the beginning and go.
I feel bad because my very first Devil May Cry was Devil May Cry 2, and I like 2. Devil May Cry 2 was good. It had good gameplay and stuff. I mean, I know it doesn't really correlate to the story, I guess. I don't know. I liked Devil May Cry 2. Also, the dialogue was so funny with the villain, and he goes, "I will be the king of the world!" The dubbing was so shit. It sounded like he was taking a shit while he was saying that.
Forward.
I want to see both. I want to be greedy, and I want to throw my letter of interest to Capcom right now because, yeah, I think that 3 kind of, it's easier, quote unquote, to adapt that. It's kind of like if they were to when they remade Resident Evil 4, right? A lot of people were saying, do you even need to remake this game? Surely you could just remaster it or port it because it still holds up. It still looks gorgeous. It still plays really well. Like, you can play Devil May Cry 3 now and have a fantastic time in the same way that you can play the old Resident Evil 4. But I think it would make sense to remake because, like you said, it is that fan favorite. But also, without spoiling too much...
Also, here's a reason why remake.
Why?
Money.
Yeah.
They have no more ideas. So instead of trying to reboot or change up or add a new story to a franchise that will just probably make people mad, like they did with DMC, instead of doing that, they just take the old thing and just revamp it because it's like, hey, you guys love this. We're just gonna revamp it. Like what Disney was trying to do with its fucking live action shit. But
don't even talk about that.
They neglect to know what was the reason why people liked the old stuff in the first place. And then they just ruin it all. They just ruin it all.
I could bring up the what is it? How to Train Your Dragon. They're remaking that into a live action. No, that's gonna be 90% CGI.
Well, yeah, because of no. The fucking live-action Lion King makes no goddamn sense.
Then with Foss, I heard that bombed so bad.
Really? Okay, good. Because that was... I tried watching it for free, by the way. I'm not paying for that. But I tried watching that, and it was abysmal. I got bored quick, and it's like, yep, I'm done. Anyway...
It links very nicely into Devil May Cry 5 as well, so if they can kind of bring it up to that in terms of graphical parity, you could have them as a nice double hitter in terms of, especially in terms of the Dante and Virgil characters and their kind of arcs. I think that would be very sick to do.
Yeah, I wonder how many irons have been put back in the fire because of the assumed return of over-the-top stylish action shooters, like action games. That genre, other than spectacle fighter, hasn't really been given a proper label over the years. Like that's the nearest thing we get to. But there are obviously so many games coming out. Ninja Gaiden 4 got announced. Phantom Blade 0 is going to be coming out, and obviously there was the Ninja Gaiden Black Shadow Drop. So I wonder if that conversation is heating up a little bit. Devil May Cry was one.
Okay, to be fair, if we ever do get and play Devil May Cry, the remake we'll be getting it on PC.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Devil May Cry fan. I like it. My cousin's the big one. Ooh, she begged us to get her a $600 fucking Dante statue.
One of the names in that space, alongside God of War for most of the 2000s before the likes of Bayonetta came along. So it kind of makes sense if you're reading the tea leaves of where the industry is going to go to get this stuff back out there. Plus, horrifyingly, it has been 20 years since DMC was active. It's these original installments anyway, because then you get into DMC 4 territory, which wasn't received very well, and then there was the reboot that everybody hated, or at least a portion of the internet did at the time, including me at the time. I was able to accept that damn thing.
Ugly. Total just insult to the fans. Stupid.
They tried. This is the start of the modern audience.
They butchered his whole lore too. God, he looks hideous. That is the fucking PlayStation 2 graphics look better than that. Ugh.
After DMC 5 got everything back on track. But I feel like the franchise itself has had a bit of a rocky road, but it was at its strongest back in the middle of the 2000s.
No one, if they do go down the DMC 3 route, seems to start, if they're remaking a franchise, at the beginning anymore, Scott Tilton. You know, Capcom
Metal Gear Solid 3 just
Capcom jumped in with Metal Gear with their Resident Evil 2, and then now we're getting Metal Gear Solid 3. So I would like to see them get to 3 eventually. I really would. But to me, I just think there's so much more potential in remaking 1. That is a game that I like, but it is, you know, like those old Resident Evil games in terms of the, not just the technical limitations of the time, but the sort of preferred gameplay approaches of the time as well. And I think there is so much scope to adapt that original PS1 game into the more modern DMC style that we have.
Wait, PS1 game?
They're talking about the Resident Evil game.
Oh.
Didn't you say you tried to play the original Resident Evil?
Oh yeah, I had it.
You never played the 1 on?
No, yeah, I had it for the PlayStation 1.
You never could play it?
I tried. I ended up giving it to my friend because I was like, I'm never playing this game.
Have more perhaps associated with the franchise as a whole, and like you said, because you don't really have that story in there in terms of the overt relationship between Nero and Dante, you can flesh that out a bit more as well, so yeah, you can flesh that out a little bit more as well, which I think has a lot of potential.
The thing to round this off is that Capcom have this overall revisiting their history thing, and obviously in Resident Evil, the next installment will be RE5, which is like a potentially divisive installment. I enjoyed it enough when I first went through it. RE6 is the one that a lot of people bounced off. I want them to take up the challenge of remastering or remaking, revisiting the games that didn't hit the mark, and then go, okay, what were the footnotes? What were the original plans? Why didn't we hit it? And
the funny thing is, they think that they're gonna actually take the time to, I don't know, it really depends on the game developer, I guess. And it's like, most of the time I feel like it's just a cash grab.
Yeah, some do feel like cash grabs. I don't know, what do you think? Because we've been playing because the remake of Final Fantasy VII and the remake of Resident Evil 4 lately.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Resident Evil 7 needed to be remade because obviously it was just the limitation of the PlayStation 1 back in the day versus...
You mean, you said Resident Evil 7.
Resident Evil...
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking... Oh, Final Fantasy 7. That's what you meant to say. Yeah,
the remake and rebirth, because back then those games just... They had limitations with
yeah. I will agree. Final Fantasy VII being remade is completely viable.
Versus, say, Crisis Core, was it remade or remastered for the Switch?
It was just remastered, and I guess it had a tiny little bit of tweaking. But it's essentially the exact same game as the PSP version.
Yeah, no one has a PSP anymore, let's face it.
I can't even play my PSP because my battery exploded.
We do it better. DMC2's development is notorious for being incredibly haphazard. Like, it started development right as DMC1 ended. It was a different team. There were various different directions the character was going to go in. That's why Dante is a completely different individual in 2 than he is in 1. Yeah. And so it's like that thing with Resident Evil. I'm like, can you unify this time?
Oh wait, in Devil May Cry 1, was Dante a little silly still? Maybe I'm just thinking of Devil May Cry 2 where he was stoic. Huh. I can't remember how he acted in Devil May Cry 1 now. I could have sworn he was stoic too. Weird.
Line going forward again. Does anyone want Devil May Cry 2 again?
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can make that work. I like the stuff that they brought in regards to wall running and backflips and like the mid-air pistol shooting downward stuff. I remember thinking that was cool, but I also thought DMC2 played like ass.
Yeah, but make it good now when you have something to build off. Like, I always feel like DMC2 being canonically, I think, the final game in the timeline, always, to me, kind of limited what they could do. Like, in terms of making sequels, you have a kind of Star Wars situation now where everything has to come between, like, DMC3 and DMC2 in terms of its timeline, right? So if you redo DMC2 and make it more interesting,
actually make a game
make
this
it
time.
better, actually make a
great.
game this time.
I'm like, go ahead, retcon the story of Devil May Cry 2. I'm not attached to that, but I actually had fun with the gameplay. Huh.
Maybe then you can rehabilitate the second game's image and its story, and then if we ever get a DMC 6 or a 7, we can properly propel forward.
Maybe. There's something so weird about early 2000s attitude stuff coming back, where I feel like the internet is so much more sarcastic, so much more aware of that stuff in a way that it's really hard to do that style of comedy or that tone in a.
I do miss the attitude era, kind of the internet, late 90s, early 2000s.
D-Generation X.
Yeah, that, especially in wrestling or anything in general, it's just like everybody got soft. Everybody got.
Oh, everyone's pussies now.
Yeah, then we can take a joke.
Genuine way where it doesn't just feel like you're doing internet comedy. Like, Devil May Cry predates the rise of all that stuff and predates meme culture and everything else, and I love it for that. But yeah, I'm curious how the hell you even do a new Devil May Cry. But I'm curious to see how the show lands and what that kind of tone is.
5 wasn't a crazy amount of time ago. You know,
No,
that
it's 2019.
has obviously endured through next-gen patches that it's received. So they pulled it off, at least in my opinion. I'm not the most die-hard Devil May Cry fan. I have played all the games, but, you know, I'm a Ninja Gaiden guy.
I must say though, like I said, I dropped ship after Devil May Cry 3. So I need to ask Lou if she ever played 5 or not. What is 5 for?
PS4. We could probably get it for maybe after we get done.
Sure, I feel like she probably does have it. I need to ask her. She's the Devil May Cry expert here, not me.
Probably get it for
He's the ninja guy.
But yeah. but even then, you know, I think DMC5 managed to, like you said, get the stink of the reboot well out the way, reintroduce these characters, even make people like Nero, like I mentioned, who wasn't really well received in DMC4. I thought he came across so much better in 5 and was actually way more compelling, had a better design and whatnot. So yeah, I feel like there's the desire there for DMC to come back, especially like you said, in this era where we have enjoyed stuff like Stellar Blade last year, and Capcom is on this winning streak with the likes of Dragon's Dogma selling really well, and obviously Resident Evil. We've got Monster Hunter coming out soon after we record this podcast, essentially just a few weeks. So why not revisit DMC, whether that's through a...
You know, I am kind of curious about Monster Hunter. Like, I played the PSP version of it.
I heard the creative character is so great. You actually can make anime characters in the game if you take the time.
See, that's the one thing I really liked about Monster Hunter, is because you could customize and stuff. But playing it on the PSP was a pain in the ass because you needed to have someone else to play it with you.
I'm not sure it's like that with the new version, but I don't know.
Because otherwise you're too weak.
Proper sequel, or give it the remake treatment, because it probably is the game franchise that Capcom owns, apart from Resident Evil, that is most ripe, I think, and most beloved to kind of return in that way and get the proper lavish remake treatment rather than the what do they call it, the deluxe remaster treatment that Dead Rising got. Although I still would take.
That's another game I wish they would actually do a proper like sequel as Dead Rising, because I played it. I played what, 2?
2's the only good one. Let's be honest here. 2's the only good one.
Yeah, I mean, I think, hopefully they're looking to reveal a lot more stuff towards the summer. Like, if the show's out in April, you get a lot more conversation around the IP. 2 generations worth of people going, what the hell is this thing? Looking to play the games. Probably did.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. You got an anime. You got updating a game. Get back that old thing. Yeah.
We need some more attitude in the world. That's basically what it needs. We need Dante level attitude comedy in the world.
Me.
I feel like that's been missing lately.
Well, that's for this episode. Thank you. Bye. Okay, next. Let's go that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Alright. YouTube intro.
Hi, your goddess Nazca here, and Truckleman. We are talking about
Assassin's Creed Shadow is doomed, and why? By
Torsi here, so try to blend in.
What do you mean blend in? I'm 2 feet tall and everybody in here.
Assassin's Creed Japan. I was missing Rush. Supposedly they're making a Rush Hour 4, I heard.
Why?
Yeah, why?
It's coming out, and as much as I hate to say it, this looks great. It's a perfect compromise between old and new, stealth and action, and it's amazing that they already released it 5 years ago. But now there's another Assassin's Creed game, one that I thought was gonna be doomed, but it turns out it's got a lot of style. The combat feels fluid, the takedowns are nice, the budgets are large, you get to play as the legendary samurai Kanye Far East, and it's amazing.
Dude. Would you want to get this game if you could mod it on the PC? Dude, mod it where the main character is Afro Samurai. That'd be hilarious.
Sword is freaking, yeah.
That game came out 1 year ago. Rush Hour 4 is coming out, and there isn't a soul that's not
Why?
busting Ubisoft's balls right now. All because they had to put the motherfucking Cold Train into a game about assassins. And I know a lot of people are worried that he's not going to be a great assassin, but trust me, he's such a good assassin that you can't even find him in the marketing material. You know, I think
they cut him out of the marketing.
Well, yeah, because what is it, the Chinese audience or whatever?
Japanese. Japan hates this fucking game. The new controversy is the watermelon and the cherry blossoms going on at the same time. Okay, let me explain. Cherry blossoms bloom in the spring. Watermelons don't ripen until in the fall. And not only that, watermelons weren't introduced in Japan to like the if I'm getting this wrong, I'm sorry, but maybe the mid 1800s. This takes place around the 1600s.
And the fact that there's even a black guy here is
also
just not historically accurate at all.
Never mind the racist connotation of watermelon and the black guy. That's the joke that's been going around.
Damn! Wow!
Yeah.
God.
The funniest thing about Assassin's Creed
I wasn't even
Shadows...
thinking of that. Sheesh. No.
I paused on the good spot.
Yeah, you did. Man, these people are dumb and horrible. Wow.
So, is that they're betting the entire house on an idea that they were calling fucking stupid for like 10 years. They were going around saying, shut up with your little low tax bracket ideas, fans. You're making it hard for us to count our money. Then Ghost of Tsushima made Sony almost $1 billion, and all of a sudden they went, oh, you're not gonna believe what we are making next. Oh. But enough background, enough subtext, enough drama. Now it's time to get into the meat, because everyone just got back from playing the underdeveloped games at Ubisoft Island, and now it's the moment of truth. Did they make a good assessment?
That was they did like a give out the live streams to play the game, to promote the game. That was in the live stream.
The glitch person,
where you cut them but they don't fall down.
Love your bugs.
Assassin's Creed game? Of course not. Where the hell have you been? They haven't made an Assassin's Creed game since 2015, and the Body Snatchers got to it, and they've been dead naming it for the last 10 years. Assassin's Creed Shadows looks like the same boring RPG formula that they've been using, just with more window dressing than ever before, so that they can pretend like it's gonna be anything different. Do we have power fantasy combat? You can change the seasons. Can we fluidly chain takedowns? You can have so many cats in your lawn. Motherfucker, can I use dual hidden blades?
Body snatchers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Combat. She automatically.
Wouldn't it be more? It'd be IP snatchers.
Whatever snatchers at this point.
Yeah. But what kind of censorship's going on down?
He blurs the feet because he got hit for sexual nudity.
I thought there was shit on the floor.
No, he got hit with sexual nudity on another video because he was showing a foot. He tried to find it and it was stupid.
That's retarded!
She goes inside. See, we're not racist, guys. Do I look like Quentin Tarantino?
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it? Yes. Then you know what I'm saying.
Let's get this started by laughing at Ubisoft's desperation. Have things gotten so bad that you got a honeypot people now? Goddamn, one bad year and you guys turned into the FBI. Hey, remember when you guys removed that one expansion from the season pass so you could charge $40 for it separately? How's that working out for you?
$40 for a DLC, eat my ass. For a DLC.
Was it a good DLC?
I don't think I've paid more than $10 or spent
Pokemon.
How much?
I'm trying to remember. I think it was like 30 to 39. It pretty much was $40.
You're part of the problem.
This was Pokemon.
Stupid idiot! Oh, look, they're even getting so desperate they're trying to finish the game before launch. There goes another feature from the original game.
they all ascended. You saw that? They all ascended.
I do like weird bugs that happen every now and then like that.
Dude, I love fucking Skyrim's bugs.
Fallout bugs.
No. Specifically Skyrim because you can exploit them and I like that. I like exploiting those.
Great, now that's off my chest. Ubisoft, why do you keep doing two protagonists? You can't even write one anymore. Does anyone remember Mirage's story? Also, ever since we've started doing two protagonists, the canon's been a clusterfuck. First it was twins who were equally canon, then siblings except one is more canon than the other, and finally in Valhalla, you're a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Finding
the glitches on historically part of the fun, yes.
Nobody knows what the fuck was going on. But thank God in Assassin's Creed Shadows, we're back to playing as twins again.
Oh, God.
God, that's a weight off my chest. And for what it's worth, it seems like they have a great rapport. The kind of rapport that only twins could have. Check this out.
Time to man up. And I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Some of us might not even make it back. Alpinizer.
Is that a glitch where...
Wait, was he talking through her?
Was that a glitch where he was... Oh my god.
Oh, to wear on Earth Mama's natural night camo.
Cool it, Benson.
Sorry.
You play
no,
as
he's
either a
making it
ninja
fun.
or Yasuke.
dumb.
And Yasuke's a pretty funny choice because it's Yubi shit jumping the shark on Assassin's Creed protagonist by going, I don't know, fuck it, have a Dynasty Warriors character. This is like replacing the dude in Assassin's Creed Syndicate with Yao Ming, then making him completely useless in half the game's activities out of respect for Japanese culture. That being said, I don't care when, I don't care where, and I don't care who I'm playing as when it comes to Assassin's Creed. I'd play as Barney leading Spartans through the Mekong Delta during the French invasion of Vietnam while aliens...
I mean, to be fair, most people who play this game on the PC are probably just gonna mod the main character anyway.
This game is so gonna be dog shit when it comes. It comes out when we're at Comic-Con too.
Oh, okay, so we could care less.
Yep.
Strafing runs of white phosphorus as long as I can chain 20 takedowns and feel cool while doing it. And that leads me to my main point. Although a Japanese samurai would make a whole hell of a lot more sense, John Samurai-san wouldn't make this combat system any less shit. One of the things I loved most about Brotherhood and Black Flag was how smooth the combat could flow once you got it down. This combat flows like freshly dried cement. It's so boring, even the AI are zoning out in the middle of it. Not to mention, everything still looks so spongy. And if you can believe it, this is the character who's supposed to be good at combat. The ninja chick is even worse because they decided to separate the fantasies. Listen to this.
We have two fantasies, the samurai and the shinobi. We want the player to experience both, and we cannot squeeze both fantasies into one character because the samurai and shinobi came from a different social class. They have...
What are these people talking about?
By the way, Ubisoft's based in France, so blame the French.
They don't even know what they're talking about. Stop them! Stop them!
Germany invade France again, please.
Why? Just why?
Have different lives, so we cannot really mix them together.
Didn't we have aliens in the last game? I thought this was a fun franchise. I thought we were having fun here. Pick a lane.
Yeah.
If we're having fun with history, Yasuke should be doing flips and shit too. He should be able to seamlessly go from kicking dudes across the East China Sea into shadow walking the enemies into his tactful, stealthy lock-picking technique.
Oh, Natsu.
Taki.
That was a good season. That was a good season.
Shinobi were samurai. They were just specialized in... I can't even read that word.
Specialized in...
Sorry. We can't read.
We're dumb people. We're dumb American folks.
Instead, all of a sudden, we can't mix the two power fantasies together? What? You mean like the game you're knocking off? You mean like Brotherhood? We had 3 power fantasies in one with that game. You were a force of nature in combat, a force of nature in stealth, and a 6-foot Italian guy. I've been to Italy, not one Italian over 5'6". Must be true. Then go to the other pillar of Ass Creed, stealth. And now let's watch our stealth specialist in action. Oh, that's right. I forgot we can't one-shot that guy because he's got a level 26 rice hat on.
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
If we can't assassinate these guys anymore, why are we even calling this Assassin's Creed? We should be calling this Emotional Damage Creed. I guess we're just giving out PTSD these days. Now let's go take a look at our powerhouse's assassination technique.
You know what would be a fun mod for the main character?
What?
Seeing him with that club.
What?
He needs to be Kaido.
Oh my god, that would work.
I want to see a Kaido mod.
Can see, Yasuke takes 10 fucking minutes to pick him up on his sword, calm, cool, collected, moisturized, in his lane and flourishing, then he whispers, "Ah!" and kiss the homie goodnight. No way, man, I take it back. It's a ninja moment right there, and I respect it. Now going to the third and final pillar of Assassin's Creed, parkour. What is this, Queso's Creed? Now we find out the Harlem Globetrotters, and meanwhile, black man can't sneak, black man can't jump. Where does the racism stop, Ubisoft?
What? I gotta back that up.
You can't jump?
That's the whole... I watched my roommates play Assassin's Creed. That's the whole point of Assassin's Creed is the...
Parkour?
Parkour. Like, that's the best part of the game.
Creed. Now he's trying out for the Harlem Globetrotters, and meanwhile, black man can't sneak, black man can't jump. Where does the racism stop, Ubisoft? Now, before you bust my balls about the hip-hop music, listen. Ubisoft did it first, alright? Unlike this franchise, I'm just trying to be historically accurate here. But that's enough on gameplay, because right now I'm hands-off. Just like you'll be hands-off when your horse is autopiloting you 3 miles across another empty open world. Ubisoft, maybe you should have taken the $10 you spent making the AC Hub and throw it towards this. The AC Hub, if you don't know, is a launcher for the Assassin's Creed titles after Syndicate, making it more of a septic tank than a launcher. But it also contains several free missions and free battle passes and all kinds of free stuff that totally doesn't impact gameplay, except for where it impacts gameplay. Oh boy, no microtransactions? Good guy Ubisoft, everybody. Look at them go. What good moral people. I trust them not to swap out these blanks for live rounds after release. Ubisoft's a good guy. Let's give him a round of applause, everybody. God damn it, what am I even saying right now? You almost got me with that smoke screen right there. But I know you, Ubisoft. I can see through you. He'll go to scrap.
Oh, you hear about that drama? The female sumo wrestler that's gonna be in the game. In medieval Japan or feudal Japan.
Oh, fun fact! I actually got to wrestle with a sumo wrestler at a convention.
Yeah, you were like in a big bear costume and went up.
I was Monokuno from Danganronpa. I was in a fursuit Ahmed, and I got to wrestle a sumo. I think we have a video of that somewhere in our thing if you want to go search for it. It was fun. He let me win, obviously, because he didn't want to hurt my outfit.
Best Buy? Say, have you been on Best Buy lately? Fair enough, you're not a 60-year-old man shopping for a TV. Well, if you had been, you would have seen that you can already pre-order $50.
What the fuck? So the base game is $70.
Uh-huh.
All the add-on packs and all the microtransactions is another $50.
It's getting bad.
Dollars worth of currency for their cash.
I thought I went too far paying it was $29.99 I think for the Super Smash DLC. I got Sora and Sephiroth. It was worth it for me, okay?
I'm gonna bawl and just cry.
That shit should still just be in there normally. No.
Shop. Pre-ordering in-game currency? Really? Hey, I got a better idea.
Pre-ordering in-game currency.
Oh.
If you're a real ninja, take that 50 and go buy Ninja Gaiden instead. Better yet, buy the sponsor of today's video, Fleekbotomy. Alright, is the AAA industry constantly disappointing you? Are your standards holding you back? Does everyone keep telling you have to turn your brain off to enjoy these terrible games? Well, now you can with Fleekbotomy. Proudly servicing game journalists since 2005 with one simple procedure. You're
How much? I'll buy 2.
Yes.
If you're a long-term fan of the series, don't worry, this is fundamentally still the same Assassin's Creed you know and love.
Another happy customer, Fleekbotomy, the cure for consciousness. Yay! Maybe I'll get a Fleekbotomy if Ubisoft wants to give me $15,000 in unmarked bills by March 20th. No? Alright, as I said. What a terrible game, so bad. Yeah. These ninjas are out of control. Can you believe this? Thanks to the flock of pimps.
Oh, this game.
Well, that was Freakazoid's Assassin's Creed. What the fuck was that game?
We're gonna be playing Apple
Samurai coming soon.
When this game comes out. I'm gonna label the better Assassin's Creed Shadows.
So we're gonna do it in March then?
Yeah, probably after we do the. Alright. I guess we can lead, since they said game journals, let's lead into
more game.
No, USA.
We'll click on it.
Alright.
Clownfish.
Alright, YouTube intro.
Hi, your goddess Nazca here on Truckerman. We are watching
Clownfish talking about USAID paying game
USAID.
USAIDs. Don't die over there.
You said AIDS.
It's what it is. Our tax money funding the game journalists going after Gamergate. So essentially, we paid to shit on us.
Stop doing your taxes.
I want my money back from the last, 12 years.
Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about USAID. Actually, I think it's USAID. I've heard it pronounced both ways, but people also call it USAIDs.
USAIDs. You just did too.
So we're going to talk about this former government organization, which was originally supposed to dole out a bunch of help to countries around the world, and then apparently the funds were getting
Okay, I've been watching news stuff lately. So, they've basically been taking our taxpayer money and putting it towards stupid shit.
They've been doing it I've been saying the last 20 years, but we're just now seeing it because...
How do we not... No one asked... oh no, not... Ugh, my times.
it's appropriated, and we've got more insight into how the taxpayer money was being spent, and apparently it was being spent on an official disinformation primer about gaming sites being...
Oh, really?
Saying that they're one of the many alternative spaces from which problematic information originates. So basically, we're attacking gamers, right?
I'm so glad Trump just
rip their money out.
No. He fired the... You're fired! He fired them good.
Oh my god, I don't think people remember that.
And they're sitting there being like, yeah, he fired us. Orange Man bad because he fired us. No, Orange Man bad because he fired us. Yeah, we need help. No, fuck you.
Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. I want ass prints on my door.
Hey,
we knew this was the case. They were giving a bunch of money to Politico. Now, I know they didn't give them grant money, but they did buy like $8 million worth of subscriptions or something.
Right. So I'm just like, it's the same thing. It's just laundering it a little bit first.
And we don't know exactly the extent to which, it had been laundered through advertising agencies or through NGOs or any of that stuff. But we're going to trust Bounding in the Comics on this one because Spencer Bakuli did the legwork on it. And we're just going to see what's going on and react to it.
Full credit to Spencer.
Yep. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Check out clownfishminus.com. Join the reef. Check out our merch. Thank you very much, guys. Clownfishminus.com. So yeah, we've been covering the USAID debacle, not as much as some channels. We're trying to keep it strictly
we just
focused.
tied to pop culture,
right? Tied to pop culture, tied to the media, because we talk a lot about that.
Right.
And the money's been flowing like water over there, and everybody's squawking because Trump turned it off, Elon Musk turned it off, and there's confusion as to how it's being spent in regards to journalism exactly. But Politico did get like $8 million. It did come from subscriptions, though, and not grant money. The Associated
But why
Press
was our money paying for subscription?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, boy.
So they weren't just giving them a blank check. They were just buying subscriptions. Now you wonder why some of these people make money.
It shouldn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's still, I guess from my point of view, is it doesn't matter where exactly the money came from. The bigger takeaway is the government spent $8 million a year, whatever it was, on Politico subscriptions. Yeah. Why are we doing that? You know, are you spending that much on Fox News subscriptions? I don't think you are.
Well, it's interestingly enough, they're saying that the Associated Press didn't get money either.
Yeah, it's people are still looking into it. I mean, there was a lot of information flying around. We covered it when it first broke, and people are starting to look into it more on the granular level. But regardless of the hows and the whys, it was going to journalism too. It was going to things.
What? USA funds 6,200 journalists, sports over 700 global media. What the?
So basically, just paying to push their narrative bullshit.
And now you see why people are losing their fucking minds. Maybe that's why the media is like 90% against Trump. They want their paycheck.
Of course. I don't get how a normal person is like in this mind virus of Trump being something evil. That's
like,
something good he's doing.
Trans comic books in Peru.
Yeah, I was like, what?
That's verified. You know, and now some of these
Iraqi Sesame Street.
That's just stupid.
Was it gay?
The condoms.
The condoms. No, that not just that. Was a gay opera in Colombia? They spent money on.
Oh yeah, and then also Elon Musk also mentioned like he said the wrong place that's getting the condoms, but regardless, why are we sending 50,000 whatever condoms to wherever?
And by the way, this is one government agency they're going through. One. They have to go through all these little 3-letter agencies. They're gonna find waste everywhere.
Oh yeah, and then not to mention the fact that there's like 160-year-old people in their database.
Getting Social Security.
Journalism organizations, though, are like smaller organizations are pushing back against their governments. So it's like really is a mixed bag. But this whole rabbit hole, apparently there's like some, as I understand it, some news organization that's being funded or was funded by USAID that was like in some like rundown shack out in the middle of nowhere, but they were like pushing all kinds of money through it. Who knows? So that aside, let's talk about gaming journalism, because it keeps coming up.
Collecting Social Security.
Yep.
But there's some intersection here between the USA.
Damn it. We shouldn't have said my dad was dead. We could have got money off of him.
I mean, we were trying to get the money from the VA.
Yeah, the VA. He was an Army veteran.
That's like pulling fucking teeth, I swear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had to resend another thing because apparently the form we filled out was out of date because they had just gotten it when they updated their shit. So now we have to refill out the thing and send it back. A lot of BS, very annoying. When can we get some of that money? Dad and guys, do we need to go? That's a good question. I'd like to know.
AID stuff and the funding and outlets that attack gamers.
Intersectionality.
So they paid us to shit on us. It's like being raped by your own penis.
Wouldn't that just be masturbation?
No, because it shoved up our ass.
I hope your dick's long enough. Otherwise, that's going to be painful and awkward.
Would be a good word.
Intersectionality, right?
Okay.
That's a buzzword. So again, this comes from Bounty in the comics. USAID official disinformation primer says gaming sites are one of many alternative spaces from which problematic information more regularly originates. So people were starting to look into it. And there was, they go through what happened. There was the executive order getting rid of, USAID. And in the days since the development, more and more scrutiny has been placed on USAID's past work history, with many individuals taking the opportunity to scour the organization's publicly released writings in search of anything that may shed light on whether or not their funds were truly being mismanaged. So here, they said, and it was a result of this newfound attention that the group's official disinformation primer was brought to light.
Okay.
And this actually is on archive.org. And this actually is a document that
someone
exists.
archived it. Yes,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So it's out there. There's a link on Bounty in the comics. This is actually coming from...
Wait, what are some of the things in it? What go to the table of contents. Let's see what some of the things in it are. Go again. Where's the table of contents?
There was a table of contents?
Oh, I thought there was. Maybe there wasn't.
There's 100 pages.
Oh, we're not going to call those, but
No.
understanding alternative media spaces, disinformation spread on social media platforms.
Yeah, so this
on
must be
chat
what they're-
applications, how disinformation spreads across online platform applications.
Yeah.
And
so-
who decides? But who decides what's disinformation and what's information?
Right. And they're talking about 4chan, Discord, and gaming platforms like Twitch. Okay.
But YouTube's in there.
I'm sure it is.
Damn it, stop it.
Into my brother's Deadlands campaign.
That's cool.
Well, that would explain it because we saw a lot of attacks on YouTubers and independent voices, especially in the last 3 or 4 years, and they were always targeting conservative voices, and it did seem suspicious because we're like,
You know what the funny thing is?
What?
The way we're talking, we could be like looked at as conservative, but we're not really. We're just
Common sense.
common sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're-
I'm not gonna sit here and glaze everything Trump does. I mean, he's human. He makes mistakes too. For the most part, a lot of the shit he's doing, I support because it's good for the country. It's good for me.
Yeah, and it's like was I heard somewhere? It's gonna be damn near impossible to map every inch of every dollar spent in the federal government because they probably launder it through 15 different bank accounts.
Mm-hmm.
If we did that, we would go to jail.
Yeah, it just shows how corrupt they are.
man, these people seem really well organized and well funded. A lot of them, they're going after advertisers. They're going. It's like this doesn't feel like a bunch of randos, right?
No, it definitely feels coordinated.
Right. So, they're talking about how this was created in 2021 through a collaboration between USAID's Joshua MacLeader and Shannon McGuire. And they said the primer helps USAID staff and partners to understand basics of disinformation, how it spread, why it spread, and how programming can help reduce its damaging impact. And they said today's digital communications and media landscape is complex and has given rise to a new set of challenges and considerations for democracy support.
Can they put that in English, please? Yippee, jail, yes.
For democracy. Across all USAID programming countries, this requires a solid understanding of disinformation and robust approaches.
The funny thing is, I hate how they classify disinformation as just anything that's against them.
Well, I heard the new this new phrase, hate speech is any speech I hate.
For countering and preventing it.
But again, what is disinformation? Because a lot of times they've said things were disinformation or misinformation, and it turned out that it was the truth.
Yeah. They said,
they
said the challenges. One of the challenges presented by the primer is understanding alternative media spaces, as the document asserts that although discussions on disinformation and misinformation.
I think that's Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. And I could be wrong, but
You are very wrong because that's a dude.
Information often revolve around assumptions of state actors driving the issue. In actuality, problematic information more regularly originates from networks of alternate sites and anonymous individuals who have created their own alt media online spaces, which include message boards and digital distribution platforms like Reddit, 4chan, Discord, conspiracy news sites.
Wait a minute. Then it's a real. I guess it's a really good thing that Google wasn't using Reddit to train their AI.
Yeah, right. That would be awkward.
Just saying.
But they singled out gaming sites.
I think I know who it is.
Who?
I think it's Baby Sephiroth. I will know for sure whenever they squiggle down and they show what he's doing. If he's holding his sword, it could be Baby Sephiroth.
It's actually
Because it's the gamer game.
I'll never know.
So I'm thinking it would be the anti-mainstream gaming sites, probably like Bounding in the Comics or.
So they're trying to
Niche
discredit.
Gamer. Yeah. This is
shocker.
And back in the day, they had One Angry Gamer and stuff like that. That these were basically the quote unquote Gamergate sites or the Gamergate adjacent sites or the websites that had opinions that ran contrary.
One of these days, I need to do a deep dive on Gamergate because I've heard that for the last 10 years and I know the surface level of it.
What is it?
To Kotaku, Polygon, all the managed.
So basically, they're trying to
hosted
discredit those people by calling them alternative systems and implying conspiracy theories or implying conspiracy theories. So they're trying to discredit.
Ultimately, we're all just crazy in their eyes. No, we're crazy for asking questions. We're crazy for using logic.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and be excited for next product.
Go be a lemming. Go jump off the cliff.
People who may be telling the truth by umbrella terminology like conspiracy theories and putting, it's a conspiracy theory.
Yes, it is Bubba Sufferoff.
Swearing it.
Bye.
About games.
Ever Crisis, yeah.
Yeah, this is it's just
this is stupid.
This is boomer. This is boomer
so
talk.
Typical.
Curiously, despite providing specific example of each type of other alt media space like message boards or conspiracy news sites, the primer did not do so when it came to the gaming site category. As such, it's unknown if the organization was referring to actual non-mainstream news outlets that cover video games like Niche Gamer or Bounding in the Comic.
You know what I'm kind of scared of?
What?
I want to play Ever Crisis, but the fact that they showed it on this, I'm scared what they did to it. What they do to my baby.
Trust me, if they did screw it up, you would hear about it.
Or video game community websites like the individual forums hosted on Steam. Meanwhile, in terms of what actions USAID recommends for its employees and associates in dealing with this misinformation, the organization lists the following 10 as potential additions to one's toolkit. All right, conduct a disinformation diagnostic.
What's that from?
Bam.
Okay.
Carry out actor mapping. Assess the key stakeholders who contribute in positive and negative ways to media and information ecosystems in your country. In other words, find the head of the serpent and cut it off. And this explains why a lot of the loud anti-voices get targeted, because it's right out of the playbook, right?
Mhm.
You're going to go after somebody that has a big platform, somebody that's paying the ass. Support media.
To discredit them, yeah.
Yeah, to discredit them. Support media literacy initiatives. Fund independent media and local public interest journalism. Support media monitoring and fact-checking initiatives specifically.
Yes, they're going to fact check it as well as they used to fact check Facebook.
Yeah, right.
You know what?
What?
I can't tell you how many times my dad got temporarily banned off of Facebook.
You got put in Facebook jail for how many times?
A bunch. Just for
He was on Facebook parole before he passed away.
Stay up to speed, support internet governance and digital rights initiatives, engage government, collaborate and engage with other international partners, measure the impact of your efforts to counter and prevent disinformation. So here's the thing, even if it's not coming directly from USAID, these tactics have been used for the last 10 plus years on anybody that ran contrary to the narrative in gaming and pop culture. And
Control
so
the narrative, you have the power, you control the election.
Right. And that's what's so weird about this, because I never fully understood why they were so hell-bent on controlling pop culture spaces, nerd spaces, video game spaces. And it's because to them, it really is a huge battleground, right? To be controlled. And they literally believe that these websites or whatever are churning out Nazis every day. They have to be smashed down. And you better believe a lot of these campaigns to discredit individuals are...
All hail.
Gamergate is...
Because when people got mad when fans want to protest the game lore and fun of the game. Example.
Never-ending invasion of Warhammer 40K.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, there you go. Now you got dang. Woofa.
You want to end on one dark video? What's it end on a dark video? Because everybody's having a good day. Let's run it. Nick Crowley. YouTube darkest videos number 7.
Let's end it on something dark and spooky.
And warning, if you're an epileptic, there's flashing lights. So YouTube
fun.
intro.
Hi. I'm your goddess Nazca. It's Trucker Man. We're watching.
Darkest videos number 7, and it's snowing. And let's end it on a dark video.
Some twisted, fucked up shit.
Topics include. Oh.
Suicidal, when you say it's over.
It's December 4th, 2003.
I'm gonna go try to get them to stop doing that.
A police officer walking in a local park in Arlington, Virginia, is approached by a concerned family, claiming that someone in a nearby neighborhood had been shooting off a flare gun. The officer could hear it too, and following the sound, he eventually found himself at the home of 56-year-old James Yu. The man lived alone in his half of this duplex, and was described by neighbors as a recluse, known to exhibit unusual behavior.
Oh fuck, it's us.
It's us. Well, we're not shooting flares at people, so I think we're safe.
I talk about the recluse part. Oh no, we're gonna be crazies. Oh, what is this guy doing?
Across his social media, he made posts claiming that he was the victim of fraud at the hands of all sorts of government agencies, as he had a deep distrust of the U.S. government as well as.
You should have got a hold of USAID.
I love how we end up doing this, where our fucking videos somehow link to each other, just out of coincidence. Out of pure fucking coincidence. We don't plan this. We've never seen these videos before.
Law enforcement, and he believed that numerous people were attempting to kill him, like his ex-wife, the FBI, and even his neighbors. His posts seemed entirely nonsensical, and so did many of his actions. In the months
Okay, so he needs to go to a local church therapist then.
Or find some pills or something.
This is extreme paranoia.
prior, he had covered up all of his windows with garbage bags and aluminum foil, and he even wrapped his trees in toilet paper. And though these actions are entirely harmless,
to be fair, we do put foil on our windows because we work nights and I don't want the sunlight coming in.
No. I need to know why he's TPing his own, trees.
That part I couldn't tell you.
on this day, things were becoming far more troubling. When police arrived at his home, you would be seen firing his flare gun out of his window and into the air, over and over again. And despite repeated attempts to get him to stop,
Arlington County Police! Stop shooting the flares! Mr. You.
Is he trying to signal the aliens?
Maybe. It was a sign for help.
Oh yeah, trying to... But they're there, but... Oh, maybe it's not the help that he wanted.
he didn't let up, shooting 41 flares in the span of just 25 minutes. And he did it all with no explanation. In fact, he didn't even say a single word.
Is that a form of schizophrenia?
Probably.
Understandably, police were eager to get Yu out of his home for questioning, as at this point it wasn't obvious whether or not he was a threat. And so for hours and hours they called out to him, first asking and then demanding that he exit his home.
James.
The fact that he had the whereabout to put
Maybe, yeah.
The fact that he had the whereabout to put Christmas decorations out.
No, it's a duplex. It's his neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Come to the front door with your hands up.
Yeah, it's a duplex, so it's you're living next to that.
I feel sorry for his neighbors. Oh no.
Do it now. We have your building surrounded.
But still, there was no response. Growing impatient and worried that Yu might be planning something, the police would eventually bring in a specialized vehicle to bust down the door and spray the inside of the home with gas.
Oh no, the poor people who would live next to him!
We're done fucking around now. We're coming in.
See, aren't you glad? Aren't you glad I talked you into not getting a fucking duplex as our house? Are you not glad?
I don't think we ever looked at a duplex.
Yes, we did.
And I turned it down because, like I said...
Because I told you, no, we're not living next to someone. No. Apartments are different. A house connected to each other is stupid.
In an attempt to draw Yu outside.
James, stay away from your front door.
My house!
Stay away from your front door, James.
My house! My half of my house! Oh no, my half of my house!
I just like the contrast of this super dark, like everything's taped over, and next to Santa, next to like
snowman, all the Christmas decorations.
And in response, you began firing once again. Only this time, he wasn't using flares.
Oh, he had a gun too!
And instead, he was now yielding an actual gun. Thankfully, none of these shots connected, but with the situation becoming increasingly dangerous, the officers decided to fall back, as they carefully came up with a new plan for apprehending you. Though whatever they had been planning would never come to fruition.
Oh, he took the easy way out.
Well, doesn't that kind of end the story quick? Or is he telling... Oh, he's telling multiple stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
They're half of my house!
You mean...
I hope the neighbors were not home! Oh my gosh!
Holy... What?
I hope no one was home on the other side.
No, they were gone.
Well, I would... Okay, I would seriously hope that if the police were gonna do the ramming thing, they probably would have told the people if they were home to be like, no, get out.
They were already told to probably get out. I guarantee you.
Okay, but now, don't get a duplex. You don't know if you're gonna live next to crazy.
Think about that. You were living next to that. You didn't even you thought he was just a weird guy. You didn't realize he had homemade explosives next to your wall.
The way the house fell apart too. That was some damn powerful explosives.
In a split second, the home was gone, as a massive explosion rang out from inside the house, reducing the entire structure to rubble. Inside the house, Yu had stored 55 gallons of gasoline in his basement, which he saved for that moment to ignite with no warning and no explanation. Based on the footage, it's been theorized that Yu's actions were an attempt to lure police into his home so that he could then set off this explosion and take them all out along with his neighbors, as he genuinely believed—
What? So he was trying to homicide. Huh.
Oh my god.
Wow.
that both parties were conspiring to kill him. Though somehow, when the smoke cleared—
Your logic is, I'm gonna kill them before they kill me, and I'm gonna still kill me, so they can't kill me.
And you took out your neighbors too for no reason.
No, he thought that they were conspiring against him too.
Yeah.
He said that, but the fact that his paranoia was, they're gonna kill me, so I'm gonna kill me first and take them with me, that was his, wow.
Here's another question.
Wow.
For the neighbors, do you have homeowners insurance?
Oh, God.
You have to explain that one to them.
Oh, well, when you're crazy, I guess logic is the last thing on your mind. Oh, wow.
No civilians or police officers had so much as been injured. All that was found in the rubble was the remnants of a single body. Though for a moment, this wasn't the end of James Yu's story. Before that body could be identified, reports across social media began emerging showing that James Yu was somehow still alive.
What?
Hey, there you go, Loco Corona. Apparently he survived. They just said it. Good prediction on you, man.
Though for a moment, this wasn't the end of James Yu's story. Before that body could be identified, reports across social media began emerging showing that James Yu was somehow still alive. After the blast, comments were being made on what appeared to be Yu's YouTube channel, where he stated that this whole thing was a cover-up and that he wasn't even inside the home when the standoff started, which looking back, we never actually see him, and we also never hear his voice.
Who is shooting the... I'm confused and scared now!
Unless he
What kind of crazy 3D chest?
How? I was joking.
This post pointing out this development would go viral and cause mass confusion about the story, which was only heightened when it was revealed that the body inside that building was in fact James Yu. Though in the end, it wasn't really as mysterious as some originally thought. As it turns out, the post showing these comments failed to realize that this wasn't actually Yu's account, and instead it had a completely different username, with the account likely having been created as nothing more than a hoax. To this day though, there are some that still believe that this was all some sort of massive cover-up, but in reality it just seems that this was the result of a man gripped by crippling paranoia and loneliness, with it all coming to a head in what has gone on to become one of YouTube's darkest videos.
What now?
The internet is a dark and disturbing frontier. This year alone, countless people have fallen victim to high-profile data breaches, raising serious concern about personal information security. Ticketmaster experienced a breach compromising over...
Chapter 2. What was here we going? Dreamscape 2006.
There was really nothing else like it. This obscure 27,000 square foot structure allowed visitors to enter into what must have felt like another dimension. It was an exhibit called Dream Space, and was the creation of British artist Maurice Agus, a 74-year-old artistic visionary obsessed with the...
No. He looks crazy.
To be fair, most British of his age have fucked up teeth, so...
No, it's not just the teeth, man. He has that crazy look in his eye.
Well, he's a creative genius? A crazy genius?
Do I look crazy?
No.
Okay.
Idea of creating large-scale surreal environments, and this was his magnum opus. The structure was inflatable, akin to a massive bounce house, and once inside, guests were confronted with a labyrinth of brightly colored walls and cells, twisting and turning into some sort of...
Someone should have took some LSD and ran in there.
Oh, dude, that reminds me of the Ripley's Believe It or Not twisty room.
Oh yeah, you go down the twisty tunnel and you couldn't do it.
It made me want to throw up. This would probably make me want to throw up.
Surreal maze that patrons were told to lose themselves in. This piece of art premiered back in 2004, and due to its inflatability, it was actually built to travel, making stops in major cities in the UK, before it was eventually set up at Riverside Park in Durham on the 22nd of June, 2006. The very next day, 68-year-old Elizabeth Collings would visit the area with her husband and her daughter, as well as her 14-year-old grandson. And spotting this unusual structure in the distance, Elizabeth's grandson insisted on checking it out, excitedly taking off his shoes and running inside. And while the rest of the group was more apprehensive about entering, Elizabeth...
Question.
Answer.
Did you not have to pay to enter? Were they just free to go in as they pleased?
I don't think that's the problem we're talking about.
I know, but I'm saying, would you want to go into something that you didn't have to pay for? I feel like it'd be there's some, I don't know. I feel like it'd be there's something. It's suspicious. It's suspicious, okay?
Eventually decided to accompany him, leaving her husband and daughter on the outside, though not before turning back to them and joking that she was going in to find peace and serenity.
What?
Outside, Elizabeth's husband and daughter sat at a nearby table and enjoyed a cup of tea whilst conversing about the events of the week, only for the man to turn his head and notice that Dream Space was slightly moving, to which he excitedly said, "Oh, it's a ride, it's a ride. I wish I had gone on it." The daughter then turned her head to see the structure as it began to rise up off the ground, to which she chillingly responded,
"Oh God, is it a windy day?"
Oh, the wind caught it. So not only are you lost in this weird, surreal bullshit, but now the wind's picking up and throwing your ass across the...
Oh, that is a horrible way to die. No. No. Oh, God.
"It's not a ride."
Yep, It's the wind. Maybe a micro downburst or something.
I would say that's a very powerful wind, but at the same time, the way it's structured, it's like a giant piece of bubble wrap.
By the way, look how this
It's
is
a tiny, yeah.
compared to how big this thing is.
Did they not tie it down? Yeah, like, yeah, good point. Good freaking point.
Well, look how big it is. Regardless of how many tie downs you got, if you get good enough guts, it's gonna rip it up.
Oh, I mean, the way it's structured too. Like I said, it's giant bubble wrap. Oh, smoosh.
And someone's probably in there and they...
Oh.
In that moment, Dreamspace had snapped from its moorings and was blown into the air.
So it was tied down. So they did tie it down, but it snapped. It was a very windy day.
Wind. Agus just so happened to be standing at the entrance as it began to shift, and noticing what was happening, he grabbed on as he desperately tried to hold down his entire life's work.
No!
Though
No! You can't! No! That's a bad idea, man.
But yeah.
Wind too powerful, yeah.
Yeah, we live in the Midwest. We know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, this was of no use, and after being lifted in the air, his grip failed, sending him falling back to the ground below, where he lay staring up at his creation that was now flying 30 feet above him.
I'm gonna be a little morbid here, but it is kind of funny. I'm trying not to think of the people that are getting killed in there, but at the same time, that I'm sorry. I'm a morbid. I find morbid humor to be funny. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh at the people getting killed, but I don't know why, but that's kind of funny.
Inside, there were as many as 30 people who were now being thrashed around this giant inflatable structure in a scene that I truly can't even imagine. The claustrophobia of it, the dizzying colors, the screams, it's genuinely one of the most horrific scenarios I've ever heard. The inflatable structure was airborne for well over a minute, folding into itself before finally crashing back down into a parking lot, leaving behind what was described by witnesses as a field of bodies. Worst of all, the majority of those in attendance were families with small children, with one 7-year-old girl recounting her experience, saying, "It was very scary and people were screaming. I saw a lady clinging on and then falling out, and then she was lying on her back with people around her. I think she died." This lady was most likely 68-year-old Elizabeth Collings, who had been ejected from the structure when it was in the air, with her injuries being catastrophic and unsurvivable. Of all the others now sprawled throughout this field of grass, most were left injured but thankfully not in serious condition, though this wasn't the case for 38-year-old Claire Vermege, who had been inside during the accident with her 2 children, and despite her kids surviving, she was sadly not so lucky, with Claire and Elizabeth being the sole fatalities of the incident.
That has to be one of the worst ways to die. You're trying... Anytime when it's like peaceful and you... Damn it, it's... Oh gosh.
The video is terrifying, and though it's easy to say that this could have been so much worse, considering how many people were in Dreamspace at the time, the consequences were still catastrophic, as it devastated 2 families, and likely left many others at the scene traumatized for life, especially the young children. But how could this have happened? Well, that day was particularly warm, which likely caused the air inside the structure to expand, causing a hot air balloon-like effect, which was then exacerbated by sudden strong gusts of wind, which eventually caused the structure to go airborne, as in the end, it just wasn't properly secured for the conditions.
They didn't have enough secures on it.
That artist got sued into the ground.
Oof.
Soon after the incident, Maurice Agus was arrested for manslaughter, though he would ultimately only end up paying a small fine, as he vowed to never create a large work again. Just a few years later, in 2009, Maurice Agus would pass away, with his legacy forever being defined by this devastating footage.
Oh, that sucks. you try to make something to make people happy, and then it unwittingly becomes something that kills people.
Yeah.
He had no... That's depressing. He had no intention of doing any ill will or anything, despite me saying he looked creepy. I'm sorry now. But, yeah. All the kids are like, no, bouncy house at my birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Serena.
There you go, Loco. You're calling
On
it
October
again.
2nd, 2006, police entered the home of 31-year-old Elaine Campione, where inside they found the woman speaking incoherently. Next to her was a VHS camera, depicting a series of disturbing events that had transpired within the home over the previous months and days, with the footage eventually finding its way onto YouTube.
Oh, God.
Hi, Serena. It's August 8th, 2006. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
The tape starts with Elaine pointing her new camera at her daughter Serena. It was her 3rd birthday, and to celebrate, Elaine had left a brand new bike in the living room.
I'm scared when it involves kids and it's starting out so wholesome.
Yeah, but...
That's it.
It's a bike.
Days later, the footage continues, showing Serena once again as Elaine asks,
How does Mama love you?
This much.
Oh, I love you more than that. How much does your Mama love you?
Elaine then shows her other daughter Sophia, who was just a baby, before turning the camera on herself and showing the kids how the device worked.
Hi. See how the camcorder works? Look.
Yeah, it's a virus.
Look. Hi.
I know it's not gonna go like this, but this is making me think of that one episode of Dan to Dan. I know it's not gonna end up.
I'm trying to look at those eyes. I'm trying to look at the eyes. That's when you tell someone's truly crazy.
Is that Mommy? Hi.
So far, the footage seems like nothing more than your standard family home videotape, and appears completely wholesome. Though with the next recording, the tone begins to shift, and things start to become slightly concerning.
This is a deplorable, horrible, messy, filthy apartment that supposedly my 2 children and I live in, and it's just a horrible, horrible mess. Yeah.
I want to say something. I noticed there's not a daddy.
I was gonna say, our house looks worse than that. And if that's a mess, dear God.
No, I want to know where's daddy.
I think Diego Campione is totally in the wrong, and I hope he burns in hell for all his sins, the same as Leonardo.
As Elaine shows the camera her
What?
home, she begins joking about how they are living in deplorable conditions, before randomly calling out 2 men who she says she hopes burn in hell, all while her children are in the same room. She starts to grow more and more agitated.
All I wanted to do was take care of my 2 little girls and live happily ever after the 3 years of physical, emotional, and mental abuse that I endured tremendously by Leonardo Campione, and then the past year from Anna and Diego Campione, the mental and emotional abuse.
Outright saying that she was abused by a man named Leonard Campione, who happened to...
And she's recording this. This is well, YouTube was around 2006, but social media wasn't what it is now. This was done in 2006.
And then she probably didn't. Well, it seems like she doesn't have like a parent or a friend or anyone to go to. And she probably was too scared to go to police or something. But where is he now, I wonder?
Well, let's go with the story, because how come they have a picture of this guy?
be her ex-husband and the father of these children. And she goes on from there, with each moment clearly making the kids more and more anxious.
I want justice to my family for what they have all done to us. I cried out for help. They should have charged him for the assaults he did to me.
Eventually causing Elaine to snap out of it and stop the camera.
And my poor 3-year-old, I did everything to protect. And what are you saying, Sophia? What do you want?
The video then skips forward once more, with this footage being taken just days before the police were called, showing Serena coloring on the floor as Elaine asks,
Who loves ya? Mommy. Who loves you the most? That much? Oh, I think I love you more than that.
The scene that unfolds next was recorded on that very same night, just hours later.
Oh God.
Recording this because Leo and I are bringing up.
Just the level of abuse this guy did to her.
Allegedly.
Dude, I wouldn't even say allegedly looking at her, okay? Because there is something... Because obviously he's not in the picture anymore. It shows that. So he left her for whatever reason, or she left him. Probably he left her, if anything. I don't know. I don't know all the details, but obviously she's in a lot of pain. There's something going on with her mentally. So, yeah.
She's losing her mind. Poor lady. Yeah.
Everything's gone. You wouldn't give peace. You wouldn't tell the truth. You didn't care about our babies. You didn't care about me. You care about yourself. All you did was hurt us.
In the video, Elaine states that everything is gone, as she speaks to Leo directly, accusing him of having ruined their lives with his constant abuse.
You are truly the devil. And I hate you. 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 And I want you to know how much I hate you.
Disturbingly, the children were nowhere to be seen in this footage, with Elaine eventually addressing them by saying,
God believes me. And God's taking care of them now. They're protected by God. Thank God. Thank you.
Oh, they know where we're going with this.
I'm sorry. Because there's no way I'm gonna have it with you. Nothing's good enough for you. It has to always be your way. Well, they're good. And you can have it your way. Your wife and your daughters are dead now. We're all in heaven.
According to Elaine, not only were her children gone, but she was too. She stops the...
Damn it, Loco!
God damn it. Alright, we need that. Man gone. Man gone forever.
Oh no. Damn it.
recording soon after. Despite saying this, the camera would actually start up one more time, where Elaine describes how she was still alive, despite having attempted to OD, which prompted her to call the police. When officers arrived at the home, both Serena and Sophia were found laying in her mother's bed, holding hands, and wrapped tightly in rosaries. Neither of them were alive. 2 nights prior, and directly before filming this message, Elaine had brought them both into the bathroom, as it was time for their nightly baths. And once in the tub, she told them to play a game, one where they would place their heads beneath the water and blow out bubbles. When they did this, Elaine held their heads down, and she didn't let go until she was certain they were gone.
Well, that's a cruel way to kill your children. You know what the sad thing is?
What?
Despite her mental faculties, I think it's easier for someone to kill someone else versus taking your own life. That's why she couldn't finish what she started.
This footage is some of the most disturbing that I've ever seen, as we get a glimpse into Elaine's descent into madness, in the moments directly before she stole her children's lives. But all of this leaves one obvious question. Why? Well, it was noted during her investigation that the abuse she alleged from her ex-husband Leo seemed to be very real and well documented over the years, leading to Leo not being able to see his children for over a year, with this causing the two to separate, which is when Elaine's mind began to deteriorate. She began believing that people were following her and were going to kill her, with this fear of people eventually shifting to a fear of aliens, as she claimed to have seen them on numerous occasions, believing they were following her. Because of this fear,
E.T. does not want to go home, okay?
Okay, I will say, definitely, I don't know what this guy probably did to her, but she definitely probably already had her own mental issues beforehand.
Yeah. We could have hooked her up with the guy that blew up his house in the first video.
Really?
I had to. I'm sorry I'm laughing at it, but we gotta laugh at
she refused to let her children out of her sight, not even allowing her own parents to look after them, causing her to become so attached to these children that she genuinely began to believe that they were all one entity, which made things incredibly concerning when she became suicidal and eventually attempted to take her own life. Despite Leo's more than troubled history, he had supposedly turned his life around in the years leading to this footage, and was eventually allowed to start visiting the children on a limited capacity. And seeing the children and seeing the way their mother was behaving, he began to grow incredibly concerned, and eventually attempted to gain full custody. And it was this bitter custody battle that seemed to be the ultimate factor that led to Elaine ending the lives of her children.
God's taking care of them now. Be protected by God, thank God. And thank Him. Because there's no way I could have them with you.
Elaine Campione would be charged with 2 counts of murder and would eventually be sentenced to life in prison, with a possibility of parole after 25 years. Today, she's held.
I don't. Okay. When you talk about, wouldn't you say this would be an example of a mental issue?
Oh yeah.
Why is she being put in prison? She should be put in a mental asylum, right? Wouldn't this be an example of that?
But the fact that she took the 2 little kids' lives in the story, I mean, to me, regardless of what you think, I don't think you could be rehabilitated at that point. You gotta live with that the rest of your life.
But I'm saying she needs mental help. She didn't kill the kids out of maliciousness.
She still killed them.
I know, but I'm saying she didn't do it maliciously like, well, I guess everyone need mental help at that point, but I'm saying, Ito could have gotten a hotter woman. Damn it, let go. But I'm saying, wouldn't this be a case, like, what qualifies you to go to a mental asylum versus prison? What is the qualifications here? Because this feels like she should be in a mental asylum.
She shouldn't have gone there before she killed the kids, though. That's the problem.
Held in a minimum security prison, where she's free to leave once every weekend to attend church and other functions.
Not saying what she did was right or anything. I'm just saying. I feel like it should be a mental.
Graves Collins Road Rage.
Huh. Oh, God.
On April 18th, 2010, a 39-year-old man named Gavin Collins was released.
That's a man? That looked like a demon if I've ever seen one.
Man, that low quality.
Woof. Some prisons have mental health administration. Yeah, she definitely needs that.
From the HMP Ranby prison in the UK, his freedom would last less than 24 hours, as the very next day he suffered a severe mental breakdown, the result of which was captured partially across several video recordings that later appeared on YouTube. This is the story of his rampage.
Are you sure this is even a real, no, are you sure that was even a real person? That looked like some AI generated horror shit.
He's catching all these videos on like a Nokia phone from the 2000s, I swear.
Woofa.
It began at approximately 9 a.m. in the city of Nottinghamshire when Gavin left his home. As he walked down the sidewalk, those in the area reported him acting strangely, muttering to himself that he was Jesus and that he was invincible. Without warning, he then turned his attention to a random home, which he forcefully entered, stole a man's car keys, and took his vehicle, taking off with no apparent destination.
I'm gonna say this. He's not cosplaying right.
What?
He says he's Jesus. Dude, remember the fucking Jesus cosplay we see at conventions?
Inside the car, the owner just so happened to have 2 cameras, one being a standard dash cam and the other facing inside the vehicle, giving us a look at Gavin and his apparent mental state.
Okay.
You are the weirdest skinhead looking Jesus.
Come on, let's go, bro. So, get rid of all that crap is. Let's go. Let's go.
He looks like the one guy from Fury Road.
Oh,
They turn into a good guy towards the end.
I don't think he's turning into a good guy towards the end.
Just at a glance, it's obvious that Gavin is completely unhinged. For some
Yeah,
reason,
you
he was
look-
utterly filled with rage, ripping off the rearview mirror and yelling obscenities and incomprehensible threats at no one in particular.
That's a demon? He's a demon?
I'm descendant of God, and you love me up. Watch this. You.
And most concerning of all is the speed in which he's traveling, as he starts driving faster and faster, swerving in and out of cars as he passes through busy residential areas, as he reaches speeds that have been estimated to be anywhere from 85 miles an hour to well over 120.
Watch this now. I'm getting stronger and stronger by the second.
But somehow, despite countless close calls, every time he avoids collision. At least for the time being.
Oh.
Look at that.
In an instant, Gavin smashes the vehicle into a brick home at full speed.
Into a home?
With the impact being devastating. And yet somehow, through the destruction, Gavin was not only still alive, but completely unharmed, and also completely unfazed. He pulled himself.
Oh, yeah, demon face. Okay. I know there's a thing where people, when you're drunk driving, when you're drunk, you can survive.
Because you don't tense up. But he's not drunk.
I know, I'm not saying that he is, but I'm saying whatever the fuck's going on with his head is an equivalent to drunkenness if he survived.
Just gonna say this: if you see a white guy shave his head and his eyebrows, fucking run.
From the wreckage and immediately turned his attention to a woman driving nearby, and within moments he had forced his way into the vehicle and was behind the wheel once again, continuing this deranged driving spree until once again he crashed. And much like the initial collision, he survived, walking away unscathed before turning his attention to another random home. In pursuit of stealing his third vehicle, he grabbed a nearby concrete.
That was a stolen vehicle?
Yeah, he stole someone's car. He broke someone's house, stole their car keys, and then drove off.
I missed that part of the video.
Oh. He caused the wind.
He caused the wind. Away. Yeah, with how fast he was going.
Slab and began to smash through the home's doors, bloodying his hand in the process, before eventually making entry. Inside were a mother and her two children, one of which was 5 years old, and the other wasn't even a year. Gavin approached the terrified family, yelling and demanding that the mother give up her car keys, telling her that he was Jesus, and that, because I am Jesus, I will kill you if you don't give me the keys. Without hesitation,
Jesus are you? No, where does he get his Jesus lore?
Jesus, what you doing? Jesus from South Park?
Oh my, even Jesus from South Park's now like, what the fuck, Jesus are you? He's Jesus!
Gavin then went to each member of the family, and with his injured hand, he drew crosses on their forehead, out of his own blood, before taking off with his third stolen car.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, no.
Once again, Gavin was driving manically, though this time he was even more reckless, crashing into a brick wall and then a cop car.
I have, this in brain because of America, they would have just shot his ass at this point.
Yeah, thank God. Oh, I'm glad that didn't go worse.
Before setting his sights
I can laugh at it
on
now.
a pedestrian.
Oh, yeah,
While speeding through a neighborhood, Gavin would see a man standing innocently near a bus stop, and for whatever reason, the sight of this man enraged him, causing Gavin to slam on the brakes and reverse the vehicle, stepping on the gas as hard as he could, and crashing directly into him, leaving him lying there with devastating injuries. Gavin quickly exited the vehicle and found the man lying motionless on the ground, prompting him to shout, "I've killed him. I've killed the devil." Minutes later, Gavin...
You are... This is a new level of insanity. Wow.
Oh my, I want to know what part of the brain snaps that makes people do this. Like, I'm like questioning, like, what part of your brain just goes, think, now I need to kill everybody.
Or think that you're, I would say fictional character, but no, just think that you're...
Think you're a god.
Yeah, okay.
Would crash yet another car into yet another home, though this time the police weren't far behind.
This way.
Yes. In Britain, I don't think the police can carry guns. That's what I'm saying. If he was in the States, this guy would have died right long before this.
Do not move! Do not move! Get me up! Okay, now!
Finally bringing his disturbed driving spree to an end. The man that Gavin had struck was 87-year-old Terry Radford, a retired teacher whose injuries were catastrophic, with the man passing away soon after. According to his family, Terry was an incredible grandfather, father, and son. The footage is genuinely horrifying, but what's most shocking of all is the fact that any of this was even allowed to happen. As stated previously, this was Gavin's very first day out of prison, and based on the behavior he exhibited whilst in prison, he really should have never been released.
Just so you know.
This is Britain. This is Britain.
And we wonder why we separated from the crown years ago.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god. Of course, this shit's going on here too. What am I talking about?
That's why we have Trump. That's why we got Trump.
That's why we have guns.
Trying to fix this.
Gavin was granted an early release in March of 2019 for charges based around burglary, but just as he was set to be freed, it was discovered that he had submitted an adulterated drug test, which caused his case to be re-examined and resulted in his release being postponed. In response, Gavin lost his mind. Later that month, he assaulted a prison guard before spraying him with an unknown liquid that contained bleach, before proceeding to set his cell on fire and attacking another officer with a piece of wood. Due to his actions, Gavin was placed into an isolated cell, where less than a week later he started yet another fire, and when an officer entered his cell to put it out, Gavin—
Who is letting him set fires? Who is giving him the materials to set fire?
He is Minecrafting his way into making fires. What are you talking about?
Oh my goodness. He is a demon.
struck them in the head and pulled out a plastic knife, threatening to slash him, stating that it would be a thrill to kill him. Gavin's stay in prison clearly hadn't rehabilitated him. In fact, it seemed to have made him more violent than ever before, and more mentally disturbed. Though shockingly, despite all of these additional crimes, Colin's release would go on to be approved less than 2 weeks—
No! Who the fuck's this judge needs to be fucking fired?
It's in Britain, they don't have rights anymore. Let's be
Oh
real.
no!
Bot.
Hi, bot. I like the bot.
later, with Gavin being set free on April 18th, and within just 24 hours, Terry Radford would be brutally killed. Gavin was sentenced to 21 years in prison, and during his trial it was
21 years!
For murder and...
Not killed. Not put out of his misery. 21 years.
And does he have parole?
I don't know how it works in Britain.
Hmm.
revealed that no drugs were found in his system, and instead this all seemed to be the result of some sort of psychotic episode that just so happened to be captured on camera in one of YouTube's darkest videos.
Does Britain have insane asylums?
I don't know. They probably got rid of them like here in the States. Well, I think we're going to end the stream here because I got snow. I got to go shovel.
And I got food to cook. I'm hungry.
You hungry?
Hungry, Mom. Yeah, he was possessed. Yeah, I agree. That's what I kept saying the whole stream. He was a demon. Well, thank you all for joining us for our lovely snowing day streamy.
Our bonus day stream.
Our bonus stream. Come back and see us over the weekend. Love you. Mwah. Bye.